See if the gremlins hit.
Yes.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Faxanadu is alive. Music is a little bit quiet.
Okay, turning it up. It's deafening on my end, so...
You may want to adjust it in OBS rather than in its, like, source.
Well, that's what I'm doing, is I'm adjusting it in OBS. The source is deafening to me. Voice is quiet, huh? Alright.
Storm is testing his mic. Storm is testing his mic.
I mean, I'm reading you, but how about chat?
Mostly just making sure I'm not too loud.
I mean, if need be, I can always adjust things on the OBS side.
That's fair.
Apparently you are heard.
Yay.
Hey! You know, I always forget how long this song actually goes.
Yeah. Such is the way.
I haven't actually watched this movie in a hot minute. I should do that sometime.
What's from again? This is Monty Python, right?
A firm.
Yeah. So, chat, will he find the pleasure dome of Xanidu, which as Ardvark becomes a dragon slayer in Faxanadu?
All right.
I'm sitting here trying to, like, make a hype thing for a game I've never played.
It's okay. It's a game that a lot of people probably don't know about.
Oh yeah, like for them of us that are old enough to remember NESs as a relatively new thing.
Yep. I mean, I still have my NES, which is why I'm playing this. This is one of those things that I enjoyed as a kid. And part of which is because it's just weird. Like, really weird. More on that in a moment, though. Let me... No, we're not officially a VTuber show, but I had the asset, so I went with it. Because, you know, reasons. Alright.
Hade-san.
The official VTuber of the auxiliary broadcast system. Alright, here we go. Yeah, if only I had the abs offline.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. My brain slow.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, I mean, I will say, Faxanadu, I've never played the first Dragon Slayer. I didn't even know this was a sequel until, God, like 20 years after I first played it. But this game's older than I am, and was one of many that I grew up with, hence me looking forward to sharing this.
Excellent. Wow, the graphics are just stunning.
I know, just premier pixel action. The very height. I've been on a long journey. I came back to my hometown to find it is almost deserted. Oh, okay, alright. I'm assuming you can see the people are gone because the walls are crumbling, because if the gates close, like...
Thinking it, I was like, There's a lot of exposition for someone who ain't in the know.
Wait a minute, there are people here still, though. Come here, come here, come here. I want to say something. Well, who the heck are you? Also, as a side note, so, like I said, I've played this a lot growing up. It has been a long time. So...
This looks like it has some kind of Legend of Link stuff going.
Oh, Zelda 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Very similar gameplay style, but you don't have the whole overworld element to it. So it's all side-scrolling adventure game all the time.
Indeed.
Okay, these people are sunburned beyond all recognition. Holy god. Look at her.
Yeah.
Look
Why
at
not
her.
Zoidbug? Remember, at no point in the show does he ever actually say, why not Zoidberg?
You know, I actually haven't watched the show enough to be able to say that. Oh, those darn dirty dwarfs. Not even dwarves. That is one interesting aspect of this. So, I'm basically Hobo Joe the elf dude. Everybody here are elves. And all of the bad guys, all the monsters, are all dwarves. All of them. Which is gonna make, things a little curious when you start seeing what I'm up against.
So what you're saying is you're the villain from most Dwarf Fortress games.
Absolutely, I am 100% a Dwarf Fortress villain. That man has some impressive hair. That is like the mullet for the ages. Or it's a headdress, I don't know. Ring of Elf. And now I can go see the king. Yay! Sir, what are you leaning against? Ah, yes. The dwarf apocalypse. Alright. So yeah. Behold, dwarves.
They're... Wow.
Yeah, they're little spiky turds. Oh god, that hurt.
They're like the, spiny turtles from...
Super Mario?
Yeah, those.
Yeah. I mean...
Wow.
So, there are so many freakish little mutant monsters in this, and they're all supposedly dwarfs. Because the whole premise of this game is like some kind of asteroid crashed into the Dwarven lands and turned them all into, like, mutants and monsters and stuff.
Huh. This sounds weird. Why does it have to be weird?
Dude, this came out in the 80s. It was a weird time. And then it was followed by the fever dream that was the 90s.
Ah, yes. When,
The elf fountain water, precursor to gamer girl bathwater.
Ah! No! Not the bathwater!
Yes, yes!
It's so scary!
Many men went out. Yeah, that's because you sent men. And you're the elf king. Clearly, you're doing some kind of freaky eugenics project here.
Elven eugenics. There's a concept.
I know, right? 1,500 golds. Like, it's not like Zero Wing levels of bad translation, but there's definitely some jank here in the dialogue.
This guy are sick.
Yeah, yeah. I feel asleep. Also, the king is Santa Claus. Changed my mind. Look at this guy.
I mean, that does remind me of the game concept I came up with where, like, you see a warrior, he's wearing white armor, white fur cape, has white hair, pale blue eyes, huge warhammer, fighting in the middle of the Arctic, so it's like, you know, this polar bear warrior. And, you know, then through the, trailer... Oh, yeah. Then through the trailer, you see all this stuff about, like, please don't die.
I'm trying, believe me.
Him saving elves from some kind of apocalypse, and them making him their, like, king, even though he's mortal born, so that he can protect them. And the last scene is his cape is stained red with blood, and he's holding up the hammer, and it's all God of War like as Santa king elves.
I dig it.
The God of War game about being Santa Claus.
So,
and Santa Claus is a were-polar bear.
You know what? I can get behind this. Were-polar bear Santa Claus. That's metal as hell. I dig it.
That is how I think.
So,
yeah.
He sells tools, and by tools he means knives, potions, and spells. Okay.
Deluge, because dwarves don't like taking baths.
Indeed. It's also about the only way I can hit those little spiny turd-looking things. At least until I get a bigger weapon. Also, there's a separate dude who sells keys.
What I'm hearing is you need a bonk stick.
I do need a bonk stick, because right now, I am Hobo Joe with a knife. Like, I'm just wearing some plain-ass clothes, I've got a mullet, and I've got a frickin' dirk. A dagger.
He's got a knife, a mullet, and a dream.
Correct.
You're playing the main character from Big Trouble in Little China.
I'm Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell, elven hero.
My god.
Alright. So, let's see. I can afford 2-ish more potions, I think. And then we're going to do a pro gamer strat so that we can get some more money.
Indeed.
So, there's... Okay, thank you, shut up. Okay, there we go. I love how you can still, like, act like you're gonna shank somebody in the shop, but you aren't allowed your weapon, so you can't actually shank anything. Alright, so, pro gamer move. Yes, that was intentional. Because now I'm at full health. And because I'm flat broke, if I go talk to the king, he'll shovel more money at me. Like, as long as you have 0 money, the king will give you 1,500 gold all over again.
So that's how you, like, get all of your equipment to start out?
Oh yeah, there is no reason for you to leave town with anything less than a full inventory. Of course, you have to sit through Sad Santa Claus giving you the same spiel, though, about the elf fountain water.
And how you can no longer... You know what? I'm not going down that road. Not today.
Oh no. Oh no. It will be a dangerous journey. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Because I have freaky little turd monsters, tiny supermen that drop loaves of bread, jumping eyeball creatures, and that's just, like, the starting areas. Let's see, while I'm thinking about it, let's, gear up with that. Now I can shoot the whoop with my pew-pew spell. And...
What shoop-da-whoopery is this?
It's, like... the best way to describe it is just kind of a little basic bitch fireball. Like, here, I'll show you. One moment, let me find one of these little... Oh. There we go. I'm trying to get used to having a NES controller in my Harambe hands all over again. It has been a while.
Oh, Harambe, how we miss thee.
So that leads me. A conversation I've been having recently, and I'm very curious to hear the input from chat. Who would win in a fight? Silverback gorilla or grizzly bear? What's up, Tiger? Oh.
Hey, what's up, Tiger Lily?
Ah, yes. Mark of Jack by the keyhole. Cool.
So who would win between... I mean, okay, so... the grizzly bear is gonna have more total, like, strength and endurance, but it's not going to have the tool usage or the agility of the gorilla. And the gorilla's strength is nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, no. Like, lifting strength, a gorilla beats a grizzly. But,
yeah.
And it has better bite strength, funny enough.
Yeah, the bear is going to have charging strength. That's its big thing.
Oh, yeah, and, you know, giant man-murdering maul mittens that are, like, the size of a cast-iron skillet.
Yeah, I think it's down to really who attacks first. I think there's always a chance for either one to win, but I am going to say that it will typically go to the gorilla, like, 55-60% of the time.
Oh, the little eyeball dude just jumped off the cliff. What an idiot. See,
I must go, my people need me.
See, I'm actually in Team Grizzly Bear, because for all the gorilla can be, like, more agile with it being able to jump and stuff, and potentially having tool use, that doesn't change the fact that the grizzly bear is, like, on average gonna have about twice the mass of the gorilla, and that mass is made of pure rage.
This is true.
So, like, the grizzly has it hands down in armor, just because of the amount of meat the gorilla has to get through to do any real bodily harm.
Yeah, I could see that one. Now, according to Bull Snake here, Bully Snake, grizzly bear hands down.
So we got one for grizzly. You're in Team Gorilla.
I'm sort of on the fence because I could be persuaded.
Ooh.
Now, like if we were talking a polar bear, it's polar bears.
Oh yeah, polar bear would absolutely win. Polar bears are terrifying. Yeah. And I forgot that you can actually buy the top-end shields this early on. But damn, is it expensive? Ow! Ow!
Have you been puppied?
No, I don't even know what to call these things. They're like weird blue zombie cyclopses. They're dwarfs.
Oh, I thought the ouch noise came from something jumping on your lap.
Oh, no. The pup is currently well occupied by activity in the kitchen.
Yay.
Like most of beagle kind, she is very food motivated.
Indeed. Beagles are adorable.
They are.
They're very beagle-y.
They are, and she is a small beagle, which makes her even extra adorable. 15 pounds of cuteness so potent it should be illegal.
Indeed. And in 42 countries, it is, but we're not getting into why.
That sounds slightly alarming.
There are certain countries where, for reasons, dogs are considered unclean.
I thought you were saying, like, beagles in specific.
No.
Alright, so I could buy a small shield, or I could try and just suck it up and work my way to the big shield. Cool, let's do that. And then probably pay for it later. Okay, building a wall, but... Well, yeah, when is a wall gonna stop dwarfs? Like, I've played enough Dwarf Fortress to know, diggy hole.
I am a dwarf and I'm fucking a mole. Wait, what? No!
Whoa. I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, I got the wrong lyrics. Somebody at my teleprompter is trying to sabotage me.
You and your hobbies, my dude. Okay, that's a password. Don't care. Like, this is way too early for it to matter if I end up, like, losing power or something. Well, that's helpful.
Perhaps your character should take up a productive life of scrimshaw.
Indeed. God, I remember as a kid having one of those little black and white notebooks that was just filled with my untidy scrawl of passwords, which were completely illegible half the time, and it was impossible to tell if it was an O or a 0. Ow. God dang it.
Dang it, Bobby!
Dang it, Bobby! Like, so I have to wonder, what kind of crazed fever dream came up with these things? Like, they're a weird mongoloid head with a cyclopean eye and
On legs.
leg. Like, there's only one. There is no second leg. There's just...
So, yeah, so having done pixel art for Super Metroid hacks, I get the distinct feeling that laziness dictated the design.
I mean, that's fair.
But if we're gonna get into, like, a lore explanation, then I'm going to wager that, it was the wizard secretly showing off what he was into as he made it.
Ah, yes. In this episode, the author's barely disguised fetish.
Yes.
I knew I should have bought a second J key. Oh, well. Oh, God! I keep hitting the wrong button, and there's only 2 buttons! There are only 2 buttons. Storm, why am I hitting the wrong button? What is wrong with me?
The only thing wrong with you, my child, is you have not yet praised Zorg.
I mean, ow. I shoot the fireball. That's about as much Zorg praising as I can get right now.
Very well.
I will have to swap titles if we want to really go all in on that front. Which, you know, maybe next time.
Tell me, chat, do we want him to praise Zorg? Shall he praise the pyromaniac? The divine fire?
So, if I'm going to start praising Zorg, that means it's going to be Killing Floor 2 time, because then everything burns.
Indeed.
But, that'll involve monkeying around with way too much stuff. Unless people just want to sit and watch a please stand by screen for the next, I don't know, however long.
Indeed.
Right you are, Ken. Alright, so I've got key J, which, that's the other thing. All of the keys are, like, based off of playing cards, because you get J is the Jack, you've got, Q, K, A, and then you get J-O for Joker. Which, I mean, there are weirder things out there, I guess, but it has absolutely no bearing on any of the rest of what's in this game. Ow! Damn it. I cannot wait, however, until I have a proper sword instead of just my little hobo knife. Because this little hobo knife is going to get me killed.
Death by hobo knife.
Death by hobo knife. What was that?
The inside of that castle looks like it's carved from poop.
Yeah, there's poop down there.
You look like you're in the poop. Don't touch the poop!
I am in the shit dungeon. Populated by the thorny turdlings. So fun fact, I can completely skip this entire dungeon if I wanted to, because every so often when you clear out this screen, the item I'm looking for will spawn where that little turdling is. Because I need a mattock, you know, big ol' pickaxe to break through the wall.
Interesting.
But I also need money for, you know, buying the super shield, so we're not gonna do that. To quote somebody far funnier than I am, it's getting awful Zobon in here.
That's a speedy boy.
He is a speedy boy.
Using the ice.
But he is not a weasel. He's more
no
like...
ice weasel status for him.
He's more like some kind of weird goat thing. Like, I'm not entirely sure what to make of that.
A goblin goat.
Goatblin.
We now have a new Zelda enemy. Rail will be delighted.
Rail a Zelda fan? Alright.
Rail is a big Zelda fan, and he is hyped for the new Breath of the Wild, or what's called Tears of the Kingdom.
Gotcha, gotcha. I kind of fell off the Zelda train a while ago. The last one I really played through was Twilight Princess. Great
That was
game.
actually one of my favorites.
Oh, absolutely. And it gave me a newfound respect for Ocarina of Time. Just on the basis of you couldn't have the one without the other.
Yeah. Or that they started connecting the stories, even if indirectly.
Mm-hmm. Ah, crap.
You touched the poop.
I did indeed. Never touch the poop.
You fell from the poop.
Seriously, I feel dirty just looking at the shade of this ladder that I'm supposed to be climbing. Oh, what the heck is that? No, seriously, what the heck is that?
Looks like a lantern, or a...
I think it's an hourglass? Yeah. I didn't know you could get those here. That's nice.
I'm holding hourglass.
Yeah.
It's hourglass.
It's hourglass. But tish. Oh hey, look, another dwarf.
He looks angry.
Yep, and this is why I went up this way, is, it's a lot easier for me to stab him with impunity up here. Down there, I have to kind of get in the way, and he has to take his shots, and I don't have a shield, and yeah, let's not do that. 'Tis a silly idea.
bargain bin version of Ridley.
You know, that's a good way of describing it. Majora's Mask Tiger? I've tried playing Majora's Mask. I never actually could get into it. The whole time loop thing just keeps making my brain meat hurt.
I could understand that. Like, it was definitely one of my favorites, but, yeah, the mechanic is something different for some people.
I just struggled to find... I still haven't even found the first dungeon. Because I'm trying to figure out, you know, when and how am I supposed to do the things to progress.
Yeah.
I mean, I got
we'll have
past
to make a stream of it sometime.
We will. I don't actually own it on a platform I could stream it, though. I've got it on the 3DS. Unless there's a capture card for that, it'll be...
I believe there is. That's a question for Rail, though, as he's kind of our... You and him are kind of our Nintendo dudes.
Gotcha.
Our Nintendudes, as it were.
Gotcha. Ah! Oh no! No, no, no! Oh no! Mistakes! Yeah. Mistakes were made! Mistakes were made! Abandon your post! Flee! Flee for your lives! Okay.
What was that from again?
Return of the King.
That's right.
Yeah, that was Return of the King. Denethor just kind of losing his marbles while everybody is getting killed around him.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Gandalf proceeds to bludgeon him with a stick.
Indeed, I remember. This brought joy to many of us.
Oh, absolutely. Especially since it looked like he... Ow. Especially since it looked like he hit it hard enough that it left the imprint on his forehead. Which is...
Yes.
That's a hell of a hit from an old man.
Well, especially when you know that Gandalf isn't actually an old man.
Well, yeah, no, he's like a celestial being. One of the, what are they called? The Maiar?
Istari. The Istari, who are the lower Maiar spirits.
There you go. I am not the most well-learned in Tolkien lore.
Hey, Gordon has joined us.
Oh, hello, Gordon. Ah! Oh, just as a passing thing while I, you know, stab freaky goat monsters in the poop dungeon. With my hobo knife.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
and then...
never played either,
yes.
So... I mean, don't get me wrong, Undertale, allow me to walk it back, I've played, like, the first 10 minutes of it, and then I put it down, because... Well, bad things happened. I didn't mean to murder Goat Mom, but the way the game made it sound, I was supposed to beat on her a little. Well, you don't have to kill her, though. I thought the game was gonna make me beat on her a little, and then, you know, she would be willing to accept a, ceasefire. That is not what happened. because she went from half health to dead in one swing. I'm like, no! No, not Goat Mom!
Yeah, Toriel made many people sad.
Though, I'll also admit, the game has been somewhat ruined for me by the fan base, as fan bases are wont to do.
That's an understatement, which can't really be talked about for some very interesting areas of the internet.
Indeed.
The internet.
Welcome to the internet.
Home of
Yes,
many
the
fascinating and
Burnham
horrifying
song.
things.
Yes, the Bo Burnham song is very applicable to that.
I'm not sure I want to know.
No, just be the welcome to the internet.
Ah, okay, now I know the one you're talking about. Alright, so
Yeah.
I'm still only like halfway to getting the magic shield, and frankly, I don't think anybody wants to watch me just walk back and forth and stab eyeballs until I'm not broke. So we're just gonna get the little shield and carry on with our day. Because if there's one thing I don't like in gaming, it's grind. It's why I'm not an MMO person, for example. I don't know how the rest of you guys feel about the genre, but...
Well, I don't mind grind, but the grind itself has to be at least somewhat entertaining. Like, yeah, War Thunder is grindy as all fuck, but it's fun.
Yeah, well, see,
So I don't mind.
If the grind is the actual gameplay, like...
yeah. I'm
Like,
more
it-
talking
and-
about, like, in a game like this, where you're just walking from one screen to the next, punching the same enemy over and over again.
Yeah, that's what gets boring.
A multiplayer, a multiplayer action game or flight sim, it's a little less problematic because you're going to be, matching yourself up against
no
other
two
people.
matches are ever going to be quite the same and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's,
Now with MMOs, like, I can enjoy them if the story is good and if, like, the involvement with your party is, but, like, I tried to jump into World of Warcraft later in the game, and, like, they had put in so many things that, like, no longer incentivized, having a party.
yeah. See,
It's like, well, I've lost the point here.
it's like, one of the reasons why I went with this instead of one of the many RPG titles that I've got, because I have, example given, I've got the original Final Fantasy and the very first Dragon Warrior sat on my shelf, right? Hey,
A man of culture, I see.
speaking of the little flying Superman things that drop bread, there you go.
Oh my.
Yep. With their little beady bug eyes. But yeah, the reason I didn't want to go for that, despite the fact that I do actually have the itch to play, like, Dragon Warrior all over again, is that if you know where everything is, the game is a miserable slog. Not for any other reason than the way the gameplay is balanced is to be that you're expected... Oh, I should probably equip that shield, since I've got Eskimo Joe here blasting me with magic.
So start blasting!
So anyway, I started blasting.
Personally, like on that subject of learning how to play the damn game, you look at something like, let's say, Elite Dangerous. Early on, the learning cliff of the game made it impossible for me to access, but then when they introduced the tutorials and made certain things a lot easier, well, it was actually pretty engaging and relatively easy to get into. I mean, but on the other hand, of similar like sci-fi MMOs, you look at, let's say, what's this?
Wait a minute.
Spreadsheets and spaceships, fucking
Eve.
Online.
Yeah.
The UI is so shit.
So, I'm just gonna comment. Forepaw, we found the furry village, lads. We found the furry village.
Burn it to the ground!
They're so adorable! Assuming they're not doing anything unchristianly.
Burn it to the ground. They are hellspawn of Satan.
I'm gonna kind of straddle the fence on this one.
I don't actually find furries that offensive. I'm more just making the joke.
Oh, of course, of course.
He is memeing.
Yes.
Ah, thank God. I'm no longer stuck with the hobo knife.
Get that longsword, get that studded mail.
Oh, yes.
Stud.
I'll show you a stud. Oh, yeah.
Oh, please do!
Ooh, what's this?
I am suddenly
Did you
very
actually
uncomfortable.
know that technically the Egyptian god of knowledge's name,
Oh, I know this
Stop.
meme.
basically, Uru. So the question of Uru, what's this, is technically accurate.
I hate you so very much
I am
right now.
angerous now.
I hate
You have-
everything that you've just said.
You have brought anger into my flesh.
I can do more than just anger, but that isn't Twitch compliant.
What is it with Egyptian gods and modern memes?
I don't know.
Well, considering most of them are furries,
Yeah,
and
this is true.
gods from back then were actually interesting characters in and of their own right. I mean,
Have-
hell, if you want an example of that, look at, like, Greek legends for their gods and such.
Ah,
That's probably part of it.
I have obtained a title. I am now a battler. I'm not sure that's a word.
The courageous battlers.
Yeah. Well, at least I'm not Hobo Joe with his poop knife anymore.
Yeah. No more poop knife.
No more poop knife.
Oh, great.
Though, there are more poop dungeons to come, I'm sure.
I guess you'll have to toil through those.
Indeed. Like, that's just the aesthetic of all the dungeons in this first area. Because...
Dungeons of Diarrhea.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
One of the less successful tabletop role-playing games.
Hey, Civvy! Add another one to the sewer counter!
Ooh. Ah, damn it. Well,
Sir, we're not a interview that live on this. This is going to be hilarious. This is kind of game set up entirely in sewer and most of the drive-in style.
oh. You mean... Well, no, I can't say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know that the...
Technically, that would count. That kind of misses the point of the show.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think here that the original NES one, I think, was largely just a sewer crawl.
So would the changing, like, because you necessarily have to change colors for the game to be interesting, because back then color palettes equated to the setting. So is the different colors of sewers, like, indicative of the diets of the people above?
So, how
Right up until you
bad-
start finding the place with the yellow flecks and spectacle.
I thought if you find red in a sewer, you should be very concerned about their dietary trends.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
That...
You and I.
Okay, so dead end here. I know I need to find a set of wing boots so that I can fly up to the spring that's in the sky, of all places. Because, you know, that's where water comes from, is a spring.
The sun!
Well, I mean,
Praise the sun!
420 phrase it. But, I mean, there's rain, sure, but no, this is like a actual fountain that's just kind of hovering there with an old dude looking after it. Oh, hey, choker. So, I need a J-O key.
Wow, really? Is that actually the mystery here?
What, the J-O key?
Yes.
No, it's just part of the progression. That's... pretty sure you can't buy it, you have to find it, but I don't know quite where? It's in one of these dungeons in the area.
Yes.
But before I go dungeon crawling... Meat! Not as good as a doctor, but much more cost efficient.
Indeed.
Also, I think I've hit enough XP. Let's see if I can become something other than a battler. Yes. Ah, fighter!
Yay!
I don't know which... At least
Which is
fighters...
kinda weird.
Go on, go on.
Well, it's weird, because a fight isn't as big as a battle, so you'd think fighter would be the lower rank of the two.
Yeah, but battler sounds a lot more silly.
You just took the words out of my mouth as far as fight versus battle, but, again, fighter's an actual word.
That's true.
Okay, something I want to bring up when it comes to D&D in general is how
Oh, yeah.
Like, you don't really find like much in the way of interesting varieties of character art, for example, without having to travel to certain places on the interwebs if you're a fan of certain races.
Well, I think a part of that is that D&D is something that can only ever really be generic. Like, even Cyberpunk is kind of generic to what it's trying to do, because it's merely creating the tool set for the DM. That it really is kind of on the DM to make a more interesting setting in game.
Yeah, like, it's more not as much referring to the setting as much as like a variety of default art.
So,
well, yeah.
I will definitely give you that, because the thing about the statement that it's on the DM really undermines a lot of what you can do.
If it's purely on the DM to say, yes, you can or can't do this thing, the GM could, if they want to, just give you the finger on something that honestly makes perfect sense, because let's be honest, some of the rules in D&D are very silly.
Well, yeah, and there's some truth there. What I'm talking about more is, like, creating a unique adventure is on the DM and the players in tandem.
And all that of the adventure is on the GM, sure.
But you were talking about, like, art assets and things like that?
Like, let's take, for an example, say, a relatively standard, like, Dragonborn Paladin. What varieties of that are you actually going to see in D&D? As far as like official art. Next to none, but properly done and with the right theming, there are many ways you can take it, especially depending on their oaths. Like if you have, for example, like an Oath of Vengeance Dragonborn Paladin, their armor could look mwah.
How did that go again?
How did what go again?
Never mind, you missed the joke. So, I will make the comment on that front that's something that I've always looked at and just kind of shrugged. I understand the thing about art, and to be fair, I don't have an artistic bone in my body in most respects. But as far as the whole concept of, oh, come on, words are hard. The whole concept of making things interesting, if you can't take just a bog-standard human and make something cool out of it, like, I don't know, that's...
I mean, you can make a bog-standard human quite interesting. It's more a question of, it starts a lot lower on the scale of interesting, but someone that knows what they're doing with the right stats and inspirations can definitely make a very interesting character. I hate to bring up Critical Role, but look at Kayla. That is a very good example of the kind of stuff you can do, and everybody loves that guy.
So I'm just gonna make the comment that will make some people demand I turn in my nerd card, but I have never actually seen an episode of Critical Role.
I've barely seen any.
It's not bad. I think the show, and this is not a statement on the artists involved, I think the show in some ways gets kind of overrated, and not because they don't make a good product, I think they do, but people end up, like, watching it, and then getting it in their head that that's what their D&D games are going to be like.
The Matt Mercer effect, yeah.
To the Matt Mercer
Yeah.
effect many a GM. I was more referring to, like, I got into it back when they were, like, mainly live streaming it, and just the reveal of, like, just some of the shenanigans that happened at the table. Like, with the fucking jerry can he brought with him as a water bottle.
Alright, so, I got my key, I got my sword, congratulations. Oh, there's red in the poop dungeon now.
No!
There's red in the poop dungeon.
They have hemorrhoids.
They've got a bad case of the crabs.
Hemorrhoidal rage.
Ugh. Ow. Seriously, again, what are we even looking at? All of these, I need to remind you, are dwarfs. So the fungus...
I think that was like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, some kind of weird Eskimo-looking dude. And then we got the Fungaloid and the little spiny turd things, the jumping eyeball dudes, like this...
Oh yes, it's Fantasy Last of Us.
8-bit.
Proof that the piss filter existed in games long before the early 2000s.
Yep.
I can't talk right now. I'm making piss.
Oh. So, that is a thing, though. Just kind of walking it back to RPGs and the like. I would love to play some of the OG RPGs, like Dragon Warrior, but when it's balanced for the person having to explore and not know where things are going, to tie this back into what we were just talking about, it's kind of like a good D&D adventure. You gotta have an understanding of exactly what it is you're trying to accomplish, and then make sure that you're presenting a good... Okay, that...
Session 0 symbol are so important.
Oh yeah. Also,
well, that and it's kind of like how I can't really go back and play Morrowind because it was my favorite game, but I've literally memorized it.
Yep. Also,
like,
that dude up there,
yeah,
that dude has some of the goofiest looking bug eyes. Oh my god. Look at him. Look at him.
Ion! Wait, he smoked the good stuff. Let's put it like that.
He's looking at life through heaven's eyes.
Oh
He
no.
smoked the halfling leaf.
Not the bees. Not the bees.
Not the bees!
Bees chirper.
You have done well to get here, but you will not defeat me so easily. Oh no, wrong thing.
This is the spring of funk.
Ah, damn it. It's a shame I used my elixir when I got beat up by the discount Ridley. Well, crap. Because there's some over there, but can I get it? No.
And you jump into the pit.
Well, I mean,
Fall damage.
you don't take fall damage, thankfully. This is one of those rare platformers on the NES era that doesn't have, like, infinite death pits.
Oh yeah.
There is never going to be... Ow, what the... There is never a drop where it is going to be automatically fatal. Unlike, say, Mario, Castlevania, Mega Man, Legend of Zelda 2, and the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
Castlevania's one that I could go for. I am a massive junkie for that franchise.
Yeah. This is one of the things I am kind of looking forward to is more and more RPGs. Kind of go back a little bit to what Daggerfall did and have procedurally generated wilderness in between.
That'd be cool. That'd be
And
cool.
kind of semi-procedurally generate the dungeons so that there's variety each time you play, but then like the cities and certain parts of the dungeons are consistent.
Yeah.
Something as far as tabletop RPG, something I will point out, as far as the...
What in the fuck is that?
That-
Okay,
Why is my sleep paralysis being incorporated into an NES game?
that right there is like the elder of the Knuckle Children. Ask your parents when you're old enough. Again, joke going overhead. Don't worry about it, dude.
Yes, it went over my head. I didn't get a radar lock.
Alright, so I don't waste the elixir. Let's use that, and, stab Disco Dinosaur here. Oh, no, never mind.
Oh, I see. It's these, like, little mini baby characters, like toys from back in the 80s that look rather cursed.
Okay, that is not actually what I was referencing, but the fact that that's actually a thing terrifies me to the very core of my being.
Also-
what to do, so the sheer variety of rules and such that it has available to lay out a very, succinct, very good framework for all kinds of situations.
Also, I'd like to make a shout out real quick to Archon Erica for joining us today. Hello, Archon.
Indeed. Ow! Weird goat monster again.
Some things I've heard, like Coronation, like 4, was really good
That's always nice.
But it's
It leaves it as an optional concept.
Yeah, it leaves it there as a, hey, do you want to have a custom, do you want to do a custom ship? Well, here are the rules for it if you want to do that.
As opposed...
Like a whole bunch of examples just these.
As opposed to, say, Rogue Trader, where it's kind of the bread and butter. Though, the shit you can do in Rogue Trader is fascinating. I've only got the chance to play it the once, and the guy in the group who designed our ship was very good at what he did. He was very, very rules mechanics oriented, right? So,
What monstrosity did he create?
well, to put simply, we called the ship the Casual Disregard. Also, I love the old NES clipping for the sprites, because look at that. That water graphic is great. But we called the ship the Casual Disregard, which was short for the Casual Disregard for Sense or Sanity, because we had a cruiser with a super souped up generator and engine so that it could outrun Raider class vessels. So, yeah, that's step one. Step two is adding the tech priest who is purposely spec'd out to supercharge the engine and generator so that, again, we fly at the speed of insanity. And then, finally, we had no guns. Instead, we had an armored ramming prow and a shitload, an absolute fuck-ton of boarding craft bays with murder servitors. So our whole thing is pick the biggest target, ramming speed, and then see what happens when we
say
unleash
murder
the beast.
servitors, and all I can think is murderators.
You know, you're not wrong. I mean, it is a horrible idea, but it's also a fun idea.
Often the two are one and the same.
Alright. Trying to figure out where the heck I'm going, and ow! I don't quite know.
Funny we're having some of this conversation even as I'm working on planning a D&D game, and I'm going through Art of Dwarves right now, and some of it's like, why? And then some of it's like, that's really good, followed again by, why?
But, why?
There are two extremes that the art keeps flopping between.
You said flopping.
Walking dinosaur, and I cannot talk about this on Twitch. So I think you all know what I mean.
You're talking about those parts of the internet.
I know, it's like, there is not much in between. Like, I want something that doesn't look like a beast, but I don't want that. I want something that looks relatively nice, ideally maybe a little cute and pretty handsome. There's none of that.
So what I would recommend at that point is stop looking for Dragonborn and start looking for either Argonians or Lizard Men.
That actually is a good idea.
Yeah.
Nor Argonians might have the same problem, but probably not to as great of an extent.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's this guy giving me?
You'll find the fountain in the sky?
Oh, crap. I'm gonna have to come back to you later, aren't I?
That said, you do have the money for, like...
Oh, no!
You do have the money for the Uber shield.
Yeah, but I can't get back there because that will mean I'd need a Matic.
Oh, another pickaxe?
Yep. Because the wall will have respawned behind me. So, no magic shield for me. But you know what? Fuck it. We'll do it live. Let me just...
Also point out as far as the third party and other tools that are available is that, for example, if you want to know, hey, what kind of stuff's on this planet? You go to like travelermap.com. It has like all of the canon planets and all that already like mapped out with all the general details you need and the like stored all the points for various modules. It has this GPS listed, and let's say you want to go, hey, I want to go to this planet. How many
Well, I mean, you're not radiating, so it would make sense if it did.
It gives you rules and such describing how exactly that works, what bonuses you get, and various conditions therein. As well as describing, oh yes, turning the finder off does give you a bonus, but if a military or system or like system patrol ship detects you with it off, they're not exactly gonna assume that you're up to anything good.
Well, I mean, yeah. Just...
You're probably not.
Exactly.
But why are you trying to hide, buddy?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
It's just like the FAA tends to frown when you don't have your transponder turned on.
exactly. And again, like stuff like, hey, are there other forms of FTL available? Yes. Here's a bunch of examples. Can I put a big ass battleship cannon on this freighter? Yes. Asterisk.
Yes, but... See, this is taking me back to...
I think with battleship-sized cannon, that'd be like a particle barbette.
See, this is
Yeah,
taking
that'd be
me to...
tractable.
This is taking me to, Gaslands, since we're talking about tabletop. Ever had the chance to play it?
Never heard of it.
Ah, alright, so... Take a tabletop game, a tabletop... I'm not gonna call it a war game, but it's similar enough.
It's in that rough category.
Yes, but take a game of that nature and then proceed to make it setting basically Mad Max crossed with Death Race, right? Where the Earth had lost to Mars in the war, and now the Earth is basically where everybody goes to frickin' suffer and die because it exists purely for the entertainment and supply of Mars. Meanwhile, the Martians are on their TV screens, you know, watching and laughing, because the #1 show is Gaslands, where people are racing around in their crazy-ass cars, doing unspeakable violence upon each other for TV ratings. Now, here's the thing. This game is played with Hot Wheels.
Wait, seriously?
I am not kidding you. It is probably the cheapest buy-in to any game I have ever seen that has a tabletop component, because the rulebook is like $10, and the Hot Wheels are, well, they're Hot Wheels. You can buy like 5 for $5.
Huh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Archon, for cooperating.
Oh yeah.
So,
He-
I was gonna say, technically, Battletech is also a pretty cheap buy-in. It depends on how exactly you go about it.
Oh yeah. BattleTech is also...
You can just substitute, basically, I think as far as like official stances, you can substitute anything, as long as everyone agrees on what means what, and each model for different units is distinct.
Yeah. So that's the thing about Gaslands, though, is as long as you can set up some stuff on a table to make terrain, then... Excuse me. Then you can absolutely play the game dirt cheap. And the way the mechanics work, you get machine guns and cannons and bazookas and all kinds of other stuff. Oh god. That can be used to do, like I said, gratuitous harm, Mad Max style, on each other. Up to and including, if you want to put a freaking 120mm tank cannon on a pickup truck, you can. But,
Do it.
comma, if you do it, you're probably gonna spin the heck out the moment you fire the damn thing.
But the rules let you.
Oh yeah.
Everything was a good idea, but
Oh, yeah.
you can. Just think how
Yes.
these days,
Oh my-
if you look at Traveler and some of the newer
Oops.
editions, it lets you, like, hide your M drives inside your ship, but it massively reduces your thrust. It's like, nobody said it was a good idea or efficient, but if you're prioritizing stealth, you can do it.
This dude tried to plot exposition at me and then fell asleep.
Is that actually what happened in universe?
That is
Yes.
literally
Fell asleep?
what he just said. Oops, fallen asleep. And now he's expositioning again. The water was poisoned. It is almost gone, so it's alright to wake him. Wait, wake who up?
Describe him. Who is him?
He's talking about the fountain, which, if you note, like I said earlier, it's it's a fountain, a spring, just floating in the sky for, you know, reasons. Question marks.
Indeed.
You know, it's just a thing. Hit the I believe button. It's all good.
I believe what the dormouse said.
Ow. So now I'm pretty sure I have to get another key J and go back to the poop dungeon again to talk to the dude who told me to go there. Because now I've done the thing. And that's...
Indeed.
That is the thing about old NES adventure and action games, is the progression is so very linear in so many respects. It really wasn't until you start getting to the Super Nintendo era that more roundabout sequence breaking was kind of the norm.
Yeah, and that's where you get into, like, honestly, kind of the birth of, like, speed running. And some of the just weird-ass shit people would come up with to do it.
I mean, sure, we could call it a rainwater fountain, Tiger, but where's the water coming from?
I was experiencing something interesting.
Did it hurt?
In a match where I'm currently playing a match of War Thunder with... Oh, there's a moderator in the server. Wait, don't say anything racist!
Uh-huh.
Yeah, War Thunder's a bit of a naughty game for that reason.
Very spicy sometimes.
But it's...
And we'll leave it at that.
One team has a bunch of Russians and the other Ukrainians.
But it's...
And let's leave it at that.
But it's not wargame chat.
Chaos. I'm just stating facts.
Yes, yes.
There's not it's not wargame chat, so at least there's that.
It's not, so it isn't anywhere, it isn't that spicy at least, but...
I mean, that's...
It can get heated.
We're comparing, like, habanero to ghost pepper here, so yeah.
The general point is spicy for some people, and for other people it's just like, huh.
Alright, I need to hit 10k to be the next title. So that's the thing about the titles in this. The game doesn't really explain it to you, unless you have the instruction manual, and I'll be honest.
Titles even do?
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Like, fuck, I forgot to buy a key. One moment. The thing about titles in this, which, again, if you got the instruction manual, it tells you, I lost the copy of it, they are the threshold for how much money you will start with when you either die or use a password to pick the game back up. So each time you get a new title, you're basically saying, alright, if I grab a password and put the game down, the amount of starting cash I'll have will be, you know, XYZ amount. Which, if you remember at the very start of this, I was using the tactic of getting myself killed to go back and get more cash from the king. Same tactic applies. If I go and get myself killed after I've spent all my money, then I'll be right back to whatever the baseline for my current title is.
Yeah.
Which, when we're talking some of the more expensive stuff late game, is really helpful.
Indeed.
Alright, back to the poop cave.
The poop cave. Let's hope that they don't make us stay in the poop cave.
No. No! I don't want to go in the poop cave! Oh, the ointment. It is gone. Remember, kids, always use ointment before going to the poop cave.
Indeed.
That's a dirty joke.
Of the things you thought people would say to you today.
This was not one of them.
You sound like you're in pain.
It's because I'm remembering our battle with the Moon Kaiser.
Oh no, not the Moon Kaiser. What in the... Don't you scare me like that, Nintendo. Holy crap. not the only one who saw that, right?
What did you see?
The game stuttering for a couple frames, like, a broken record.
Okay, so are you actually using game capture for this?
Through a series of jank, yes?
Okay, but you're not playing like on an emulator.
That's what I'm saying, but it is really janky making it work, because the capture card doesn't actually stream, it records. So you have to
pass what it's seeing through something else to then be able to get it on Twitch.
Yes. Like,
Faxanadu.
I've been there with fixing some issues, especially for like hardware, and it's like, why the fuck does this fix this?
there we go. Now I'm getting the next key. This is where the JO key is gonna be.
For example, with my old headset and mouse, occasionally they start acting weird, and I just have to unplug it, plug it back in, and suddenly it works perfectly fine, even though nothing else changed.
I mean,
why it fixes it, but somehow it does.
I mean, that's the first rule of IT, is did you try cycling the power?
You try turning it off and on again.
Yep.
Reversing the polarity, ETC.
Alright.
I swear, if we're gonna get into the Star Trek future, and you're having trouble with your ship, first question, did you try turning it off and on again?
I mean,
Yep.
Surprised how much these days can be fixed in computers by rebooting it, turning it off and on, like unplugging, plugging it back in, or how much of that stuff?
I mean, that's what rebooting it is, if you think about it, is turning it off and on again.
It depends on the version of Windows, since if you have fast boot turned on and other crap, it gets a bit weird.
Yes.
Oh, crap.
There's a reason I had to turn that off, so that when I shut my computer down, it
Oh,
actually
God, it
shuts
hurts.
down.
It hurts so bad.
It kind of reminds me of the time that we were trying to go to college and then all the people in the army started shooting at us.
You know, just, oh, I'm dead. Damn it.
You are dead, not the big surprise.
They decided that they wanted to have more hardy college students, so they made our college campus the shooting range for the military. Those of us that were survivors were deemed fit for master's degree programs.
And like that, I now know that the threshold for money for this particular, title is 2,800 gold. Great. And because I used the Joker key, I'm gonna have to go back and get another one from the dude in the poop cave, so I can go to the other poop cave to go beat the crap out of the thing that just slapped my shit
Beat
in.
the crap out of someone in the poop cave.
Yes.
Return to the poop cave.
We must go back. Back to the poop. You know,
Anyways, I have to get ready for work, so I'm going to be signing off, you guys, but enjoy the rest of your stream.
oh yeah.
Alright, Stone Song.
Pleasure to have you, my dude. Take it easy.
Wait.
So I will be honest, of all the things I was expecting going into streaming this game, I wasn't expecting it to turn into basically one long poop joke.
Well, it's full of shit.
Ha 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 ha. You're not wrong.
Honestly, the game's art style looks rather nice.
Oh, agreed. I mean, for all it's just outright weird, it's a really nicely designed and made game, and I have a soft spot for the music here. I mean, granted, we've only hit like 2 or 3 of the tracks so far, but still.
How many tracks are there?
So, you've got the dungeon song, which we've already heard in the poop cave, the town music, the starting town music, then the first area music that we're listening to. Once I get done with the 3 springs, I'll go inside the world tree, at which point it's a different background ambient theme. After that, there's the branches of the world tree is the next major area, and then finally the Dwarven realm. And then, of course, the final dungeon, which is just kind of a weird remix of this. There's also the boss music. Oh, and the ointment's gone. Right as I'm in contact with an enemy. Great.
What does the ointment do?
makes you immune to physical damage. Magic still hurts, but, you know, walking into enemies doesn't do you any harm while you've got ointment. But it's not an item you can buy. You find it in certain areas in the world, so it's not the most reliable thing. Ow. Alright, come here, ugly. Nope, missed. So, Gordon, question for you. Were you here for the discussion of gorilla versus grizzly?
No.
Alright, so, opinion poll. Crap. Mistakes.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made. This is what I get for trying to talk and game at the same time. Brain no thinkum 2 times at 1. So the question is, who would win in a fight? A silverback gorilla or a grizzly bear?
In a straight-up fight, or what's the scenario?
Straight up fight, both of them have met, they are both aware of each other's presence, neither creature has the intent to back down, they know they're going to beat the crap out of each other until one is dead.
I'm gonna say grizzly bear.
Alright, there's another for Team Grizzly. Storm is tentatively on Team Gorilla, but is convincible. Bully Snake was saying Grizzly Bear earlier. I'm personally on Team Grizzly.
Again, my thought with that is grizzlies have been known in the past to inflict some pretty horrific injuries, whereas gorillas don't have that reputation. Not to say they're incapable of it, but you don't hear about it as much.
I mean, the thing about it is, grizzlies kill things to live. Like, they're predators. Their primary, food source is meat. Whereas gorillas are...
Vegetarians.
Yeah, like, they're omnivores, but they don't really hunt meat so much as they eat, like, bugs. Yeah, bugs and
Which,
stuff.
honestly, in my opinion, don't really count.
So, of the two, one is going to be much more acquainted with violence.
And that's probably going to be the grizzly, hands down.
Yeah, that's my thought process.
Also, there is a reason why again, like speaking as a Canadian, there's a reason why some areas of Canada haven't balanced the legal requirement to leave your car unlocked during the season, when there's bear activity in the area, so that you can hide in, so that if somebody has to, they can hide inside your car.
Yeah, checks out.
This is also the same areas of Canada where, unlike the rest of the place, not getting into like politics, you are legally required to own a firearm because bears.
Yeah, no. Bears are a perfectly legitimate reason to want to be strapped because I ain't fighting
Have you seen the kind of stuff they have to do to like just contain and relocate polar bears, even when they're drugged to hell and back?
Oh yeah.
You do not fuck around with a member of the Ursidae family.
I mean, Ursus terribilis, the grizzly bear, is a tank made of meat and anger, so...
Yes, a grizzly bear that is sufficiently motivated can tear off the side of a car. However, most of them aren't that motivated, so you tend not to have to worry.
Indeed. Alright, so I now have the Joker key again. Let's go back and try this once more with feeling.
You're going to die again.
Shut up. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
My name isn't Ricky Bobby.
That's okay, I've never actually seen Talladega Nights, so we're even.
I haven't seen that either.
Apparently that's from that movie. It, like many of the things that I know of, I know secondhand. I have an approximate knowledge of many things, you could say.
I have a non-zero knowledge about a lot of subjects, yeah. Something to sort of keep the conversation going, as it were. What's your opinion on, like, tabletop games and all that? Like, what's your favorite system?
That's a hard one to say, because, admittedly, I'm not that well versed in a lot of systems.
Like, what ones do you have experience with, then?
So I played a little bit of 5e, though I really cut my teeth on 3.5, and I made the jump to Pathfinder with 4e.
in general is quite a solid starting point.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone started with that.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's really baby's first RPG in a lot of respects.
I'd say with Pathfinder 2.5, it can get really autistic with the amount of detail and minutia.
Oh yeah, especially towards the end of the development cycle when you have just book bloat. But,
yeah, let me get me started when I was trying to make a, like, more for one game. It's like, I have to have how many books open to figure out what exactly I could and could not take. And some books contradicted themselves, and what you're supposed to do is then go off with what the most recent book says. Well, these three books were published in the same year and have 3 different answers. Which one am I supposed to go with?
Oh hey, this guy's giving me a ring now, is he?
If I like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
So... I am the chosen warrior, am I? Hobo Joe, the elven warrior with the poop knife. Ow, crap.
Something I will just say when it comes to D&D is that it feels really plain after you've played it for frankly not even that long.
So that, again, I say is really on the GM, but also the players to... Oh no! Sorry. Trying not to die. Failing. Failing very badly.
It might also just be that I find how, like, AC in that game works to be really infuriating.
So that's...
It's very easy to have encounters where you have to roll ludicrously high to do any chance of damage, and overall the system doesn't feel very lethal. Whereas if you look at something like Traveler, like, an average being has, at most, like, because 6 to 8 is, like, relatively average, like, for a given physical stat, and your stats are, physical stats are your hit points. An average thing has, like, what, 24 hit points, and a heavy revolver, which you can buy right away, does 3d6 damage.
So that's the thing that I was gonna get at, is D&D is very much the entry level. You can do a...
first RPG,
you can do
you
a...
don't need to worry about your character getting killed quickly.
Yeah, you can do an awful lot with it. But as far as systems go, it is... I'll equate it to, I guess, at least modern D&D, kind of to the Final Fantasy series, in the sense that early Final Fantasy was very mechanics-driven. If you play the original, you'll get what I mean. The whole thing about it is, it's very much a gameplay-oriented game, with the plot not being a second fiddle, but it doesn't have quite the same degree of storytelling as the later ones. Example, in Final Fantasy I, when you go to a dungeon, you're not expecting to clear the dungeon in one clean go. It's more the Greyhawk style, let's go as deep as we can do, and then pull back, having mapped the place out a little bit more, and, you know, we'll come back better equipped, better prepared. Final Fantasy from, like, I don't know, about 5 onward, is a lot more of a linear story, albeit wide-open exploration world. But, when you go to a dungeon, the expectation is you go in one end and you come out the other. So that's kind of how D&D seems to have gone, where you've got the old 1st and 2nd edition AD&D, which is very much the mechanical-oriented engine, whereas the more modern editions are very much geared towards a more narrative style of play. Which, you know, I've had a lot of fun and success doing that. I spent quite a lot of time building a setting and running a game in it for multiple years that expanded across multiple groups.
footage of this. Whacker just messaged me saying he's Team Grizzly.
Whacker's Team Grizzly? Excellent. But the thing is, with narrative gameplay, I feel there are better systems. Once you kind of cut your teeth, I'll use the old World of Darkness systems, for example. Vampire the Masquerade is very near and dear to my heart. And as far as just narrative-oriented gameplay, it's very much directly geared towards that. Though if you're looking for crunch and, you know, mathematics for hard combat, you're better off looking somewhere else. It's closer to free-form, forum-based roleplay than something like D&D is, where you are crunching numbers to do combat.
War game.
Yeah. I mean, D&D originally was a war game.
I would say Traveler struck me has a pretty good middle ground, where, depending on how exactly you run it, it can work on the battle map, it can work with theater of the mind, it can, again, it is very adaptable, and because combat can be quite lethal at all levels, both to you and to the enemy, it encourages you to not be an idiot, but due to how the rules work, it's very easy to be narrative about it. Like, let's say your character is not good at computers, and you need to hack open a door. But you're pretty good with, let's say, electronics in general, or mechanics. You could very easily make an argument to your GM that, hey, can I use my knowledge of the mechanical, electrical systems to get the door to just open? And the GM will most likely allow that.
Oh hey, I could get a medic and go all the way back to the first town to get the magic shield. I'm not doing that. That is such a massive waste of time.
You could get the large shield any good?
It's better than the small one that I've got. And frankly, yeah, it's good enough, which is the important thing.
Yeah, at a certain point, good enough is perfect.
Agreed. Especially since, like I said, it's just not worth going all the way back.
You
Like,
could, but it's not fun.
correct. Like, there's no reason to just kind of wander back and forth for the sake of going all the way back.
Yeah.
Especially since I'm in a new area, I want to explore the new area. There's, you know, completely new biome, the misty area inside the trunk of the world tree, and now I'm starting to get gossip about meteorites hitting town. Which, you know, this is the first you actually hear about that. Somebody was talking about the dwarfs bringing meteorites into the world tree, which, spoiler alert, is the whole reason this is the, everything's gone wrong. Also, what a nice sounding place. Who else wants to go meditate at the Tower of Suffer? Like, we're talking old Saturday morning cartoon villain levels of we are going to make it clear who the bad guy is.
Suffer.
The Tower of Suffer!
Yeah.
But yeah, so going back to the RPG conversation though, like once you get past D&D and you realize there's a whole wide world of games out there, you start to realize that, you know, depending on what you're interested in, there's so many different options that will hit the right wicket at the right time to a T. Again, World of Darkness, for example, with narrative gameplay. If you're looking for kind of what you're describing, Shadowrun.
Yeah, Shadowrun is one of those systems that I've always wanted to try, but nobody loves it.
So, I've played a little bit of Shadowrun 4th Ed. I've looked at 5e and I'm okay with it. 6th Ed is just kind of moved beyond where I'm interested. Also, as a reminder to anybody who hasn't been paying attention, the bees, the little dragon thing, and all the other monsters here are all dwarfs. Meteorites, not even once. The bad water from the meteorite, that's what happened. Anyway, so... Oh, damn it, that was a hole in the ground. to get back to what I was saying, though, Shadowrun, I mean, it's a good system that gives you a lot of leeway to make the kind of character you want to make, play it the way you want to play it. There's a plethora of lore, there's a plethora of mechanics, and the game highly encourages you to, you know, try out different things. And I mean that in the sense of, you know, like what you're describing. Hey, I don't have necessarily the perfect skill for this job, but I have the skill that's adjacent to it, can I give it a shot? And Shadowrun encourages that kind of thing. But...
It's something that I appreciate, whereas in D&D, where it's like, oh, you don't have proficiency in this, well, get fucked. It's like, fuck off!
Now, the downside to Shadowrun is the book, or books, I should say, are all incredibly terribly laid out. As far as a...
Like, Anima Beyond Fantasy, Science, I know how that feels. It's horrible.
Yeah, fair enough. That I am unfamiliar with those two,
How do
but...
I put it? The lab isn't just bad, but it's translated Portuguese.
Okay.
So combine bad machine translations with a terrible layout and rules that even make an autist's brain hurt. It is not a fun time.
See, with Shadowrun, it doesn't have all of those problems. It's just that the way they set it up, nothing is in the place that would make sense for it to be, and to reference how to do a task, you're generally going to have to bounce between 3 completely different sections of the book, and they're all referencing each other. None of them give you the full breakdown of what it is you're trying to accomplish.
Whereas in Traveler, it goes before, hey, how much does X, Y, or Z cost? And it'll just tell you straight up. Here's what you need. Or it's like, hey, where do I find the shipwreck weapon? Look here, here's the table. Before and after that were descriptions of the various weapons. Badass.
See, that Shadowrun doesn't have that problem when it comes to, like, items, you know, costs and the like, but for describing the implementation, you know, how to actually roll to see if you hack into a system, or, you know, see what you do in combat.
Hacking and all that in Traveler on asteroid mining is... it needs to be cleaned up, because especially asteroid mining, it's spread over like 3 pages.
Oh, god damn it.
I have not been able to.
Yep.
I have not been able to parse the tools myself.
Now, as far as a other system that I'm familiar with that, you know, generally was laid out really well, albeit in bad need of some editing because there are so many typos in there, Dark Heresy 1st Edition was a great time. And there's some really fun stories that came about from running that with my friends back in college. And beyond, really. Like, we had Ephrail, the brave little toaster, who was the most cheerful little tech priestess, whose big thing was, whenever they went to a new planet, she would make friends with the local appliances.
How old was the person playing?
Early 20s. Early to mid 20s. And, oh crap. Ow, please stop. Stop with your little bullshit rain dance. It hurts. It hurts us. Yeah, the guy with the little tambourine, if he's alive, then you take damage. Period. But yeah, the other thing about Ephrail the Tech Priestess is that she also was the team chemist, and was... Okay, fuck this place. Nope, we're not doing it anymore. I don't think this dungeon has anything of value. And even if it does, it's gonna get me killed. Do not want. Ow, ow, ow. Cease!
Cease! Your heresy!
Quit the shit, or I'ma cut ya! But yeah, she was the team chemist, which was great. right up until you realize that what that means is that she, whenever they got to a new place, would be competing with the hardy scum Hiver for the bathtub. He was trying to cook space meth, and she was trying to make Semtex.
Oh, so she's trying to make serious potty.
Yes. That was her thing, and she would put it to use, because demolitions was a hobby. Not a profession, a hobby.
A tech priest with a hobby. Now that's something interesting.
Yes, the tech priest with the hobby in pyrotechnics.
That is a horrifying combination.
Yes.
And on that subject, do not play Traveler or other reasonably hard sci-fis of engineers. They will make you tear your hair out.
Oh.
And on this point, I'm still in a Traveler game that's been going on for years at this point, where two of the players are former newbies, one's a still working sysadmin, one is a technical engineer, and I'm not sure what the professions of the others are, but it creates for some really interesting gameplay of how the GM's running the setup.
So, I would say that really depends on the nature of the people, because, again, example given, the school I went to was an engineering school. Most of the guys I played D&D with were engineers. Some of them were terrible because they would play stat blocks. They wouldn't play characters, they would play stat blocks. But at the same time, we also had one dude who... Alright, so we nicknamed him Pedobeard, because the dude had a very unfortunate aesthetic to him. He needed to shave, but wouldn't, and...
He looks like the stereotypical white van person.
Yes, he looked like the dude with the free candy van. But, you know, dude was really chill. He was very much the textbook example, though, of high int, low whiz, because he was book smart to a T, but he was also an idiot. But
like, just because you know a lot about quantum physics doesn't mean you're not a fucking moron.
Correct. But at the same time, he came up with some really fun stuff, and then one day he decided he wanted to DM a game. Well, we all were dubious at first, but he was putting his heart into it, and I'm not gonna bust a guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna bust a guy for wanting to give it a shot. And I'm glad we had an open mind about it, because what came of that was absolutely hilarious. You see,
In what way?
I'm getting to that. So, the way it goes down is there's the three of us that are playing, and then this guy is going to be DMing, right? So, we're talking among ourselves while he's there, because we're doing the, hey, what are you guys interested in playing? What kind of stuff do you want to put together? And we're spitballing ideas, you know, one of us is talking about playing a wizard, one of us is talking about playing a rogue or a bard of some variety. And we leave him with what sounds like it's going to be a fairly well-balanced party. About 5 minutes after he's gone, one of the other guys proceeds to turn and look to the two of us that are with him and go, you know what we should do? We should all play half-orc fighters. Take the phalanx fighting feat so that we're all using spear and shield.
Oh, I know where this is going.
And so, the mighty warriors of Testosterus were born, because we had Erectus the Potent, oh no, sorry, it was Testicles the Potent, Erectus the Mighty, and Erectus the Strong, and Scrotus the Mighty. The highest charisma of the three of us was a 5. The lowest strength of the three of us was a 19.
Oh god.
And we did all kinds of stupid shit, and to this guy's credit, when we all showed up, we were struggling to keep a straight face. Absolutely struggling to keep a straight face this whole time.
How fast did he catch on and manage to back?
He caught on immediately, because one of us like, hey, I changed what I was gonna do, and whipped out his sheet, and then, you know, the next guy is like,
does the same.
Say it ain't so. See, I rolled up one of those too.
Did he just then look at the rest of you and just go, did all of you fucking do that?
Oh yeah, he absolutely knew at that point, because we couldn't keep a straight face. We all three had shit-eating grins. Ow, ow, ow. But, the important thing is, he rolled with it. And what...
Again, that's the best thing to do.
Oh yeah, it was. And because he rolled with it, we turned this into, like, one full Henderson of utter plot derailment. For example...
Full Henderson. Well, that's a term I haven't heard in a while.
Oh yeah. So, like, one of the things that we found out is that there's civil unrest in the town, but the guy we need to talk to about our quest, because of the civil unrest, has been thrown in jail. And the module that he was running talks about, you know, bribing the guards, or, you know, something like that. It was like, you know, either bribe the guards, or sneak in, or what have you. We march up, because everywhere we went, we were in phalanx formation, even when we weren't in combat. And when we get to the door, we look around to make sure we're in the clear, and then... Brother,
You just tear it off the hinges.
brother, prepare the sledge. Because we were all warrior brothers of the testosterone. It was one bad dick joke after another. That was the whole premise. But we prep the sledge, slam the door off its hinges, and then proceed to just form up in the hallway, skewer our way to the, prison cell, break out the sledge again, and spring the guy from jail by just blunt force trauma.
That's where I thought this was going.
Oh yeah.
I'm not disappointed.
Oh no. Like, all of our problems were solved with gratuitous application of strength checks and violence. And...
This just reminds me of, like, Grog the Angry Carpenter.
oh yes, very much in the same spirit of... I mean, we're talking full Scrumbles and Fallout kind of stuff.
I remember, like, I had something similar to this happen to me at one point, before I found out what Deep Rock Galactic was. All four of my players rolled up with Dwarven Artificers.
Oh no. And yes, Tiger, brother. That's how we referred to each other in character at all times, and the best thing is, we had our little phalanx of 3 dudes, right? Every day, we would trade a badly maintained and battered Centurion's helmet with a threadbare plume, and whoever had the hat was in charge for the day. So every day, we turn over who's in charge of the party, but the whole premise was always the same. It's, oh, there's a problem? We beat the problem into submission. Beat the problem into submission. And anybody else who could not stand up? Oh, that's because they're cowards, and their blood runs yellow, brothers. It was... This dude was probably the biggest example of the cliche of a grad student who couldn't tie shoes and had to wear Velcro shoes, but man, he made for such a memorable game.
Yeah.
But then we had the other end of it, where we had the engineering student who made a, like, 3-class cross-class character whose whole thing was they were a druid permanently trapped in wild shape, and I don't even remember what went into this character. All I know is that it was painfully dumb. Yes, hideously broken and terrifyingly cringe.
The thing I want to point out is sort of like how I go about character like making RPGs myself is I go some people might argue backwards. I don't make a character then justify its try to justify its existence in the world. I try to make a character that would exist in the world and then go, okay, how do I make this mechanic?
I mean, there's merit to both ways, and I've done both. When the Pathfinder game I was DMing, for example, one of the characters in the party that ran for the longest in this setting was a sorcerer, elemental bloodline, And the whole thing about that is the background of the character didn't fit into the setting, so we literally created a part of the setting for the character. So now, instead of just this high fantasy kingdom, we also have a desert to the south across the sea, something like the Sahara, with a little bit of the Mayinkatech influence on the culture there, as a way of, you know, creating and making a place where this character would come from. And that just gave me the springboard to work on creating all kinds of other stuff, because, alright, so why is your character here? Okay, they're on a pilgrimage to find cool shit to bring back to their tribe in honor of their god. Okay, well, what's their homeland like? Alright, kind of Bedouin tribe crossed with Aztec influences. Neat. And we start coming up with things like their enemies that are the desert lizard men, things like bipedal bearded dragons that are desert bandits. Throw in other aspects of that, like the Reaver Coast, where dwarven pirates dwell in a kind of homage to the Barbary Coast. So just getting to the shores where the main game was taking place was an adventure all its own, which is how we justified the character entering into the game at level 5. Because by level 5 in Pathfinder 1e, you're already hitting the point where you're doing, like, the kind of shit that would mark you as an Olympic athlete, or a world-renowned physicist, or, you know, scholar. The kind of person who gets a Nobel Prize or a gold medal on the world stage would be a level 5 character, if you look at the math behind it all.
Yeah.
So I stand that if you're going to play a character at level 5, then they have to have done something. You don't just start out as Billy Badass, capable of solving astronomical questions of reality and physics from nothing. Or, you know, having mighty powers to destroy literally platoons of guys with a couple syllables and a wave of your hands. Exactly. And apologies, von Falkenstein. I can't really do all that much about the music. Unfortunately, the NES era is, limited. I never equipped the big shield, did I? No, I didn't. I'm an idiot. Ow. So, it is one of those things that there's always virtue in building a character to fit the world, but you can at the same time do it the other way and get great results. It's just a matter of...
It really depends on whether or not I think my standard way of doing it is making a character that fits the world, not trying to fit the world.
Yeah. And, I mean, it's really egregious when you get somebody who's making a character who brazenly shouldn't be in the setting. Oh, they do?
Are they common? No. But they exist, so somebody wants to do something like that, or have something a bit more furry for crying out loud. It could work.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. So, similarly, like, same Pathfinder setting, dude hits me up and saying he's wanting to play a Warforged. Now, I'm not setting this in Eberron. Okay. Yep. Yep, give me a second. Dropping game sound down. Alright, that's probably too far. Alright, Von Falkenstein, how's that sounding? Are we coming through a bit? Is the balance a bit better? I am sitting at rapt attention. Excellent. Yeah, No, I've got the chat up on my other monitor. Also, welcome to the stream, Falkenstein. Also to you, Gorilla Tsunami. It is good to see you both.
Oh, we've hit 15 concurrent viewers at the moment.
Our
Welcome to the show, everybody.
guest is not very audible. Alright, hang on. So I'm assuming you're talking about Gordon.
Oh, am I not particularly loud? I apologize.
No. Don't worry about it. It's because I have Discord turned down on OBS because...
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah, so turning things on. Alright, so say something, Gordon?
Can you guys hear me just fine now, or am I still a bit quiet?
And...
Also, apologize if my yeah, he says it's much better.
Cool.
Okay.
And welcome in Just Here for the Fashion. Good to see you. For those who are just showing up, the game of the night is Faxanadu, the second... Ow! Fuck! The second Dragon Slayer game, which, having never played the first one... Right now, we are in a tower in the trunk of the world tree fighting dwarfs. Because yes, this freaky four-legged monster is a dwarf.
A
Just like...
very heavily mutated dwarf, but
Yeah,
yes, as one person put, it is one of the games of all time.
That's a good way of putting it. Ow.
It is a game. It functions. It has gameplay. Is it spectacularly good? Question mark.
Uh-oh. I'm about to die.
Yes, the Skyrim thing of about to die, eats 40 pounds of cheese.
So, it kinda is a budget Zelda 2, though unlike Zelda 2, it doesn't have the overworld going for it, so you get less random encounter, and it's a bit more of a curated experience. Please tell me this works. Oh, it did not actually stop the boss. I'm still probably gonna die. There we go. Well, crap. I haven't found a guru recently, so I'm going back all the way here.
Ouch.
Yeah, that really kinda hurt. That really kinda hurt.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's, as far as when it comes to, like, tabletop stuff and all that, it's one of those ones where, depending on the system and setting, occasionally you do kinda need a certain type of person to run it well.
Yeah.
Because for Traveler, for example, at a certain point, like, unlike with D&D, where you can fudge things a lot and no one's gonna notice, with Traveler, just because of the nature of the beast, you can't really fudge things that much.
I take that as a challenge, A, but B, I understand what you mean. Because...
Just because, like, with D&D, like, you have, like, a singular pool of straightforward hit points. For Traveler, your hit points are your physical stats.
Yep. It's
When
like
2 go down to 0, you're knocked out. If you manage to reduce all 3, you're dead.
Yeah, it's like with Dark Heresy, where you have the wound system. Because the thing about Dark Heresy with the wound system is, you know, once you hit 0, then you got problems. Not because you die, but because anything you take after that point really sucks, because that's where you start getting actual, like, game-affecting problems.
Yeah.
And yes, Falkenstein, save points. And it's worse because this game has a password system, so you see the experience points at the top. I've got 8,000, right? I had enough to get the next title, which your title is effectively your level and tells you how much money you start with when you die or use a password. Guess where you get those from? The save point. So, that was a lot of progress that just went bye-bye. But you know what? It's cool. It's cool. I'm not angry. I'm not mad.
Just disappointed?
Something like that. It doesn't bother me, it doesn't bother me, and no, it does. That said, seeing as I've just blown all of my cash, and seeing as I haven't done anything, I'm just gonna die again to get all my money back, keep all my items, and then we'll go. Because, you know what? Why not? I'm not losing anything now. Fuck it. Don't think negative thoughts. Well... Suicide in this instance isn't negative, it's positive? So, Falkenstein, if you're wanting a spot on the stream, I'm assuming you're already in the Aux Discord. If you go to the Aux Creates channels, and just kind of drop the heads up that you want in on this action, that's basically all there is to it.
Yeah.
Like, there's... Once you've made the interest known, then the guys who actually run the channel, because I'm not one of the overall admin for the channel, I'm just here because, you know, want to dick around
You're
playing
one of the many
games.
Streamers, like myself, like I am as well, where it's just, I'm just one of the chuckle fucks that makes content here.
Yeah, I just want to play video games from my childhood for an audience.
No, you don't have to stream to be part of the thing, but you need to be vetted to make sure that you aren't going to spew gamer words during a stream. That sort of thing.
The gamer words. But yeah, I mean, there's really the big requirement is just be a member of the Aux community. That's all.
Yeah, basically contact Storm. He'll sort it out.
Yeah. Right now, I know that the primetime hours, which is to say, no, you know, East Coast. I'm talking from the East Coast. Gorilla, why? Why? You're
No.
terrible.
You need to shower at least once a day for your own damn health. I'll accept no substitute. Ideally, twice a day. But at least before you go to bed.
I don't know, twice seems a little excessive.
Well, twice makes me feel a lot more comfortable.
That's fair.
But I need to shower at least once a day or I feel gross.
I mean, I can understand that. So, I'm US East Coast, right?
Yeah, I'm East Coast as well.
Which actually leads me back to, before I get too far off track, the original thought of, so, Falkenstein, most of the primetime slots, i.e. East Coast around the 4-5 p.m. mark, are already spoken for, but the way it is currently being set up is, you know, as people finish whatever title it is that they're playing through, then...
People can swap in and out.
Exactly.
You can be just a member of a peanut gallery if you want, which is basically what I'm doing. At least at the moment.
We call
Because I streamed yesterday doing War Thunder. The VOD should be available on the channel, actually, if you want to see that.
But yeah, we call him Planners. Anyway, so, you know, as people finish the title that they're playing through, they rotate out so that new blood has the chance to kind of speak up and try and take the prime time. But if you're not looking for, like, the premier evening spots, there's still plenty of time slot open.
Yeah.
Alright, so now I've got anti-death potion, which will help.
I'm a European with a lot of free time. Yeah.
Alright, so...
Yeah, I don't think anyone has that kind of slot, so you might be able to slot in there, but I can't guarantee many people are going to show up to the stream, but who knows?
It depends. It depends. But yeah, 2 a.m. Eastern time is...
Yet no one's going to be taking that!
Yeah, that is wide open, my dude. But anyway, you know, going back to the whole shower thing, I can understand wanting to shower daily, and definitely I can understand multiple times, because this is Florida. Like,
especially, yeah, and for me as well, like, during the heat of the summer, when I had, like, my summer, like, manufacturing job, I am a very sweaty person.
Oh, I sweat like a
animal. Like, when I worked at that job, I needed to shower as soon as I got home, because I swear my shirt gained several pounds.
Hello. I think my surprise co-host is starting to speak up. I don't know how much y'all can hear that. There you go.
Doggo!
Hello, baby girl. Everybody say hello to Saris. Saris is my constant co-host.
Is Saris named after the police girl from that one anime?
Yes, she is. I think we've actually had this conversation before. But yeah, no, she's named after Saris Victoria from Helsing. And right now, she is adorably demanding fingers to nibble on.
Oh, so she does like blood, much like her namesake. Does she like cannons?
She doesn't mind them. Like, she does not actually care about loud noises. 4th of July was fun because she just sat in our laps and chilled out. But
I was
right
just
now,
making the joke because, like, abridged, it's like bitches love cannons.
Oh yeah. Saris, I need you to not chew on the back of my hand. Dad's trying to play video games for strangers on the internet. Ah!
Timing.
And now she is in my lap to investigate the desk.
Yeah,
the name absolutely fits. This baby girl right here has 3 settings: sleep, cuddle, and
murder.
Kill. Yes.
Much like her namesake.
We take her to a dog park once a week, and conversation about this. We have people who own pit bulls and German shepherds, dogs who have very strong teeth and, are thorough chewers, and they're talking about the toys that they use that will outlast. They show us some of them. We're like, yeah, we tried that. It took her about a week before she destroyed it. If there is a squeaker, it will be removed.
Yeah, we had a similar issue with our poodle back when she was younger. Like the Kong toys, they're basically wrapped in like leather with like a really like durable like rubber core.
Yep.
Yeah, we had to use those because she would basically destroy anything else.
So with Saris, we got her one of those toys that is this super durable, like meant for heavy chewers, hard rubber wheel that you slot like this little treat inside that's kind of like a hard piece of dog candy.
Did you destroy that within the day?
Not within a day, but once she found out that she could make a scratch on it, within the next couple days, she had split it in half to pop the treat out. So,
nice.
The only reason why she hasn't gone full, like, murder on any of the local wildlife isn't for lack of trying. She scared the ever-living fuck out of a squirrel the other day, and I have never actually seen a squirrel stumble and trip and lose its footing, but the damn thing almost fell off the neighbor's fence onto her, and that would have been a bad time for the squirrel. And of course, then there was the deer incident. Oh, the deer incident. So, proof that this 15-pound little monster has no fear. One night she slipped her leash when she was out for her, before bed pee. Yeah, the squirrel was absolutely just panic!
Squirrel just had the new mission, survive!
Oh yeah, like, she's a pocket beagle, Falkenstein.
Oh, beagle.
Yeah, so still...
Yeah, this behavior sounds about right for a beagle.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely in character for a beagle. They're hunting dogs. Thing is, I never expected a 15-pound pocket beagle to go after 3 full-grown deer.
And then there's our poodle, which we had for the longest time. Like, she's gotten quite a bit older now, doesn't really do this, but back when we first got her, when she was younger, we once let her out in the backyard, and my parents had to, almost, a minute later, I had to bring her back in. Because she dug a mole out of the ground and was actively eating it by the time we noticed.
I believe it. That's very much sounds like a poodle.
Yes, she was also, a very fast and pretty smart dog.
Poodles
because,
are.
Again, back when she was younger, she would, you know how some back porches there's 3-4 steps getting to the ground?
Yep.
She'd just jump over that and just rock it off.
Yep. See, that's the thing is...
We call her back in and we just go, Freya, treats! And we just hold the door open and step aside, and she'd just be like, Nyeh!
Yep. See, that's the thing people forget about poodles.
Place with, hardwood. She slid into the next room. She was going that fast.
So, I understand and sympathize because Saris here, well, she knows how to Neum very effectively. The thing is, we have a wooden floor, so she doesn't have any traction. So...
So did she just slide on the floor and bonk into the wall?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well,
like,
poodles can definitely be vicious.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing.
The thing is, what you need to be careful with poodles is training them, socializing them,
Yes.
and making sure they understand that pulling is not okay. Because a poodle will fucking pull.
You're
They
taking...
are strong dogs.
Yeah, you're taking the words out of my mouth, because I was gonna say, the usual portrayal of poodles is like the dainty, foppy-looking dogs with the pom-pom hair.
The thing is with that haircut, that was designed to protect them while they were hunting, while still allowing them movement and all that, and not getting their hair stuck on things.
Yep.
That was the original reason for, like, the pom-poms. A poodle is a hunting dog at its core. And with Freya, which is the name of the poodle, when we initially got her, we had to get one of those anti-pulling collars that would get tighter the more she pulled. But again, it was heavily padded. It was more just to make sure that she didn't slip out of it.
Yep. So...
How do I put it?
Oh.
Yeah, we had to use that. And even with it, she managed to break, like, 2 of those.
I believe it. So with Saris, with the deer incident, right? Ow. With the deer incident, she slipped the leash and went herring off into the dark after a pair of... After a, trio of deer. And when she did, it scared the ever-living shit out of us, because she just disappeared off into the night. They, absolutely no catching her, because the little girl is a bullet who outruns most of her dog friends, except for, like, the greyhound. Now, the reason I'm confident that she caught the deer is the state we found her in when we actually caught up to her.
Covered in something else's blood?
Not blood. No. See, when we found her, she smelled horrific because she was covered in deer shit. And I mean, coated.
She scared the shit out of a deer!
She very literally... And I don't even mean this in the sense that, like, when a dog rolls around in it, they'll be covered in poop. I mean, she literally had to have gotten it straight from the source because it was all down her mouth, all down the front of her chest. Like, it was everywhere. Down her front paw, in one of her big floppy ears. It was just... The only explanation I can think of is that she caught the deer, jumped up after it, nipping at its tail, and
get all over her.
Literally scared the shit out of this deer. It took 2 baths to get her clean, and then a shower for her mother to get her clean afterwards, and then a deep clean of the bathroom to get the smell to go away, because it was bad.
Oh yeah, and just for your fashion, like, as an example of that, like, back when our poodle wasn't elderly at this point, as in, like, her eyesight.
Oh god.
She has cataracts, her short-term memory is fried and all that. Like, she can get lost in the backyard at this point, so we have to keep an eye on her and can't have her outdoors for too long. But, yeah, back when she was younger, you had to put food on, like, the highest surface you could find and as far away from the edge as possible, because she could and would get up and eat off the table.
See, with Saris, we don't have that problem, but we do have a different problem.
What kind of problem?
The problem of... Well, I guess it's not really a problem, it's more the avoidance of one. It's the fact that she's smart. So, for example, you were talking about shouting after Freya about treats to get her to come back. That doesn't work with Saris anymore, because she knows where the treats are, and she knows we're just bribing her to get her back inside. So, she'll just keep herring off after whatever she's after. And she knows how doors work. That right there is the thing. She knows how doors work, but she's not big enough to work them. She'll reach up, get her little paws around a doorknob, and then when she gets her paws around that doorknob, she just doesn't quite have the leverage to be able to turn
Though
it.
she's certainly a trying.
She is. If she weren't full grown, we would have problems. We would have lots of problems. Also,
Yeah.
I'm back here again. God damn it. Good news is I got the pendant, which, if I recall correctly, improves your defense a little. Not like it did me much good.
Yeah, and I will say it again.
Hang on. I need to get up because it sounds like Saris is trying to chew on something that she shouldn't. Oh, little girl.
Oh boy.
That's the other problem.
Let's hope it isn't something important.
Little girl, that's your mother's heating pad. You don't need it. Cease. Desist. Do not. There you go. Good girl.
Yeah, that was a very common problem with Freya, since, especially when she was younger, she'd eat, like, toilet paper, books...
Yep.
All kinds of stuff. Like, she was, if she was not again, like, you know the whole phrase, a tired dog is a good dog? Yeah, we had to apply it with her if we ever had to go anywhere for more than, like, a few hours at a time. She had to be dead tired to make sure she wouldn't do anything silly. And if we really had to be sure, we would lock her in the laundry room with a baby gate.
Yeah, with Saris, she has all of the energy a beagle does, so it's usually days where we take her to the park that we have a peaceful evening, on the basis of she has all of the beans, as we put it. So many beans.
Just farting?
No, I mean, as in, like, endless energy. Right now, she's trying to dig through the blanket that I hid the heat pad under so that she can get to it to chew on the label some more. You can't dig through the blanket, you doofus. Alright, so. Now I've got wing boots, I've got the queen key, I picked up the pendant, so I don't need to go back to that tower anymore. I think I'm ready to boogie on to the next town, which is good. Ow! Like, I could have stocked up more, I suppose, on potions, but at this point, I really don't feel like it. Hello, Fezbearer. How you doing tonight?
Oh my, there's a train going on in the shitpost channel about that one person that made a jet out of 5 different airframes. Fuck it, I'm joining that.
Ah, yes, the Frankenjet. Can't complain, can't complain. You know, tickling, scratching that old nostalgia itch with a game I played a lot growing up. Just, you know, playing Hobo Man the Elf, slaying mutant dwarves that have turned into, like, bees. Yes, that fly that's flying around, that is a dwarf. I still don't understand it, but apparently meteors make dwarves turn into bees. Yes, not the bees! Not the bees!
Also, what's your dog's, like, does your dog like cheese?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, because with Freya, and also Angus, which is a border collie we had for the longest time, God bless that dog's heart. He died in his sleep a few years ago, but yeah, he was a lovely fellow when he was alive, but he just got that old.
Yeah,
but
it happens.
Yeah. She loved cheese. Like, it was one of the best things to bribe her with to, like, come inside and all that. The thing is with that, there was one, like, the main cheese she liked was, like, that really shitty, like, orange American cheese product.
You're not
she
talking
didn't like
Kraft
like
singles.
cheddar. Not Well, Kraft singles were one of her favorites, but not that specifically. I can't remember the brand, but it's like this really cheap form of like cheddar.
Oh, okay, I know the stuff you're talking about, or at least, you know, the style
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah, not anything in specific at that point, but more like that general like type of cheese.
We haven't tried cheese with Saris yet. At least
Yeah,
not that
like,
I know
that
of.
was the only one she really liked. She would not touch, like, marble or, like, any other kind of cheese, really. Only, like, that really cheap, really shitty stuff. That was it. And no one else in the family liked that kind of cheese. So occasionally we just have, like, this brick of cheese in the fridge that was basically for the dog. And no one else.
Huh.
It's like, what about it did she like? I don't know.
I mean, Fez has a point. Dogs sniff
Yeah.
butts. Like, there's
I mean,
something going
with
on
our
there.
corgi, which we have now,
Aw.
yeah, we do have to. She is an adorable little rascal, though very freaking loud.
That's
Like,
Corgi.
when she gets excited, her barking carries throughout the house.
That's Corgis for you. No. Fuck you, I am going. Ah, fuck! Be gone, Satan! Ow. I might not make it to town. God damn it.
Yeah, Freya's like that even in her old age, where she'll just hang out under the table as we're eating, waiting to see if we drop anything for her.
See, Saris doesn't even do that much. She will absolutely just say, fuck it, I'm jumping into your lap, whether you like it or not. Oh, thank God I have made it to a new town. And there's a checkpoint!
Like, Maeve, which is the name of the corgi, will try to do that, but she's too short.
Alright.
Like, yes, she can't do it, but she's certainly a trying.
Oh, and now Saris goes and yells at the swamp in the back. There's a magic cane which will give you magic power. Gee. I wonder what else it... what else would a magic cane do? So, this man lies, not because he's supposed to lie, but because the game has a bug in it. So, the black onyx that he's talking about, you can find in the tower I was at previously. The problem with the black onyx is, it's, by the manual description, supposed to, increase your attack strength. What it actually does is it decreases it. And once you pick it up, you can't get rid of it, because it's supposed to be a permanent buff. And yeah, you're right, Falcon. You absolutely could get cursed by a magic staff, you know? That is a thing. Hello, Saris. Do you demand my attention?
Boop the snoot.
Oh, I have booped the snoot, alright. Hello, Saris. I mean, it's not as bad as some games like Blaster Master, where if you rapidly pause and unpause the game while your shots are hitting an enemy, you can wait out in the pause screen their invulnerability so that you can just kill a boss with a single shot. Saris, say hello to the chat. Oh, now she shuts up. There you go. There you go. Ow! Don't bite my hand, please. Ah, yes. Now the dwarfs are squid. Flying tree squid. Because that's a thing. That makes sense. Because meteorite magic. Yes, I know it's tasty. Every day when I come home from work, the first thing that happens is this 15-pound beagle ensures that I am on my back, because when I sit down, it is, alright, all of my weight on your shoulders so I can taste your face, Dad. Saris, I will be right back.
I gotta pop out myself to start handling some stuff, but it's been a pleasure hanging out with you for the time I've been here.
Oh, agreed. Thanks for joining me, my dude.
No problem. Hope you enjoy the rest of your stream, and also, to all of you guys watching, hope you enjoyed as well. Peace.
So, AFK, but with the virtue of a wireless headset, so you guys get to join me as I go find something for the dog to chew on that doesn't involve my fingers. Alright, baby girl. Alright, baby girl. You see the stink chew? It fucking stinks. It is terrible. Here you go. Have it. And since I'm already up, now seems like a good enough time to run an intermission. Everybody who needs the chance to take a bio break, go for it. I will be back in about 2 minutes. Alright. Alright, so yes, Ox does have tree octopus. North American tree octopus at that. And no, we don't have any Kongs. We used to. She destroyed it. She, like, absolutely destroyed it. Alright, let's get back in it. Oh shit, he's got full plate. Full plate's good. Full plate makes the ouching less. Ow. Ah yes, I forgot. Squid bread. The tastiest treat. Oh shit. Everybody loves squid bread. What the fuck is this thing? Like, we got Eskimo Joe here we've been seeing for a while, but... like, I don't know. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. That freaky, like, eyeball tentacle. I don't even want to think about what kind of food it's dropping either, because... Ugh. Oh no, bees. Not the bees. Well, I guess I have to go to the bees. Close your orifices and pray. Why do the bees have money? Like... Bees with cash. Bees with cash. No shit, Gorilla. No shit. Okay, you know what? Before anything else, I just hit 10,000. We're going back to the Guru. We're gonna get that next title. That way, I got some money. I mean, it could be. Ow, ow. Goddamn squid flying around doing shit. I don't like them. Ow. I also find it fascinating that the squid look like they've got, like, these googly eyes on them. Bees run a protection racket. The bee mafia. Alright. If you don't do what if you don't pay the bees your money, they'll go and get frickin' Cocaine Bear to come and give you a beating. I mean, why would you trust a flying squid? Nothing good ever came from flying squid. Pesky little buggers. Mr. Eriker, I absolutely want the bees to be unhappy. They are very bad bees. This is not Valheim. These bees can burn in Conehead Hell. Now, if we were playing Valheim, then yes, the bees must be happy, because that is the way. You are a bad Viking if the bees are unhappy. No, do not send the wasps. Wasps are angry. Bees are usually friend-shaped. Wasps, no! I have had too many close encounters with their kind. Like, question for you, Fez. What kind of wasps do you have where you live? You got me curious. Big yellow ones? Eh, checks out. See, where I grew up, we had yellow jackets, which are small yellow ones. Yeah, South American bees are terrifying. Freaking Africanized killer bees, those things are scary as shit. Oh hey, I can actually afford this. Hell yeah, I want to learn fire! Praise be to Zorg! That doesn't look like fire. But yeah, where I grew up we had yellow jackets, and those things are very small, but they are also very irate. Yeah, that does not look like fire. I'm sorry. But you know what? Whatever. I will hit the I believe button and carry on. Ow, stop! Bad Eskimo. No! Yellow jackets do have Chihuahua syndrome. And the problem with them is they're small enough that they can get goddamn into anywhere. Example given, my sock, while I'm wearing it. Hey, what's up, Whacker? Yes? How many times have I died? Intentionally or unintentionally? Oh, I need a king key. Great. Because if we're talking... Oh, total? That's a good question. Probably about 6 or 7-ish? I don't know, I haven't exactly been keeping count. A couple of them were entirely intentional. Wait, 15? Okay, I definitely wasn't keeping count then. Fuck. Either that or math is just, you know, not my strong suit. Also possible. Numbers are hard. It is... sometime o'clock. Ah, crap, I didn't actually mean to drop down here. Math is hard, navigation is hard. I just don't know what I'm doing, man. Which is half true. I mean, math might as well be a language, because they started adding letters into it after I hit high school, so, you know. So, I have to ask, Whacker. I have to ask. Are you calling this a horror show because of the many iterations of Mutant Dwarf, or are you calling it a horror show because the player is borderline inept? Fair. A reasonable enough answer. Ow, 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 ow. What the... God damn it, the bee money went away. That was bullshit. Also, when is my next level up? 12,500, okay. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've played this too, which is part of why I'm dying. Squid does owe me money. Thieving frickin' cephalopod. Yeah, I remember, like... Oh, god damn it. Go away. These things, I remember, are tremendous assholes. And it spawned poison under my face. But yeah, it's been long enough that I don't remember where everything is, which is usually how things go when I play these old games, because I played them so much as a kid. But also, because it's a good reason why I'm getting my butt killed so often. I'm just so far out of practice. Okay. See, the Tower of Mist sounds reasonable for a place that is, you know, shrouded in mist, as opposed to the Tower of Suffer, where, like, what kind of edgelord comes up with this shit? I get the dwarves are all, like, absolutely psychotic now, because meteorite bullshit. Ow. I'm gonna die again if I don't do something about it. Oh no, I'm just gonna die again. Fuck me. Oh, maybe not. I live! Not 16. You don't get to add one yet. Yeah, no kidding. It literally was skin of the teeth. Holy shit! Okay, no. This dock is charging a fortune. Maze Hughes, the game is called Faxanadu. It is, I think, like, the second game of the Dragon Slayer series. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention last time I healed. Sue me. I forgot that it is just not worth it to use the dock when you can go get meat. But yeah, so the basic premise, Maze, is that, no, Whacker, no. The basic premise here is that I am, like, Hobo Joe, the elf traveler, who shows up in, like, a tunic with his little hobo knife, and the king of the elves is like, oh no, everything's gone wrong, the elf water's gone and we're dying, and I'm like, oh, okay, what the fuck ever, man. So he gives me a bunch of money and sends me out into the world to fight the dwarfs, which every monster you see is a dwarf. Every monster is a dwarf because the dwarves got hit by some kind of weird-ass meteor that makes poison that mutates shit, so they're all kinds of fucked up. Yeah, even the bees are dwarves. So, the dwarves have all gone absolutely apeshit psychotic, have started overrunning the rest of the world. The elf water is gone, except I fixed that problem already, but now I'm trying to figure out why the dwarves are losing their mind, and just recently finding out about the meteor. So now my job has gone from bring back the elf water, which I still say sounds like a horrible medieval knockoff of Gamer Girl bathwater, to kick the shit out of the dwarfs and, you know, stop their shit. I do eat dwarf squid bread. And weird eye tentacle bread. Yeah, Elven Murder Hobo. Pretty much, in a nutshell. It's like Reverse Dwarf Fortress, if you think about it, because I'm the elf killing the bad dwarves instead of the other way around. How you doing, Kai? Yep, going old school. Calling this Throwback Thursday with Iden, because I just had the itch to play something on the old NES. This is a game I played the heck out of when I was, a wee lad. And considering the propensity for dwarves among the Orcs and, you know, the general audience, I figured I'd kick the shit out of some just to be contrary, because fight me. I can't really say much. I am an avid Dwarf Fortress fan, and also like dwarfs, so... I have become traitor to dwarf kind playing this. I mean, the real question is, are dwarves still good fighters when they've been turned into flying squid? Like, how much fighting prowess is kept when your limbs are replaced by tentacles? Ah, fair enough. Now this dickhead with his little tambourine... Oh, fuck off! Summons poison when you kill him. But, yeah. I'll give you that. Ow. I still think, though, whoever designed this game, and, you know, most of the critters in it, was very clearly on something. in the same way that whoever designed Super Mario Bros. Was clearly tripping on mushrooms at the time. I mean, that's a fair assessment, Falcon. That is a fair assessment. Oh, dude, that guy has like a slow-mo jump. He's like Luigi from Mario Bros. 2 with his goofy-ass, with his goofy-ass, slow-mo high jump. Shut up, Whacker. Luigi, the only person who had the better jump than Luigi was the princess, and that's just because she cheated and used her skirt to hover. I better have the right key. Okay, cool. Sir, cease. Cease. Oh god. The bad man's coming with his whacking stick. I mean, to be fair, I'm a dude. If I wore it, it would be like a hover kilt, would it not? And yes, I would absolutely be on board with having a hover kilt. Like, that would be absolutely clutch. Oh no. Yes, Whacker. Shut up, Whacker. I'm trying my best, but I'm also an idiot who didn't buy potions before coming here. I am not what you would call a smart man. Eye break. Oh, yeah, eye break. Alright, fair enough. I'll give it a moment. In fact, I'll even hail hydrate while I'm at it. And what is that advice, Eric? Yep, self-care broadside. It is most welcome, because admittedly, my water bottle has been untouched this whole time. Oh. Oh, that is my spine. I can feel it clicking when I stretch. Yeah, I have admittedly been quietly sipping an IPA, which I understand is not hydrating. But I do have the water bottle, and I have been now taking drinks from it. Ah, no! No! I-10. It is a brew from Intuition Brewery, which is a Florida brewing company. Oh god, that thing's fast. Oh yeah, this thing. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Alright, there you go. There you go, Whacker. That's 16. Laugh it up, Chucklefuck. Laugh it up. I don't even know why I still have the hourglass. This thing's fucking useless. Reject pizza snatcher. Yeah, no, that checks out. That checks out. I sell keys. What would you like? A key? See, that's the thing, Falkenstein. I am not a... Yep, there you go. I am no dwarf. I am Hobo Joe, the elf stabber man. Hobo Joe the murderator with his little poop knife. You know what would probably be sensible? Is if I tried my best to get my hands on that full plate, because, you know, that would be probably a good idea. Yeah, for some reason they call your starting weapon the hand dagger, but considering you're in the poop cave for the first couple dungeons... Yeah, now that it's on Steam with graphics, Falkenstein, Dwarf Fort is really a good time. Though, I'm finding it difficult to adjust to it, because I'm very much used to OG Dwarf Fort. I dropped into that. That was dumb. I'm used to OG Dwarf Fort, and it's not because of the graphics that I'm saying that, it's because of all the hotkeys. Why not get a gun? I mean, if I had a gun, I'd use the gun. I'd give this little tentacle eye thing a bad case of glaucoma if I had a, you know, opportunity to do so. So I don't think you can unless somebody has modded it in. I admittedly haven't looked too far into it, but the way they changed the menus in the new Dwarf Fortress makes it so that the old hotkeys don't quite work the same. I mean, I could use fire. Also, is it just me, or does it sound like he's saying William every time he eats meat? I can't unhear that. Fuck you. If somebody managed to pull that off, I would be find it a lot easier to get into Steam Dwarf Fort. Because I love the visuals of it, I really do, and there's some nice quality of life changes, like seeing multiple Z levels at once. It's just the keybinds are so much ingrained into muscle memory by now that it's a struggle to move on to a different style of doing things. Mouse controls, though, for things like designating for digging, very nice. Very nice quality of life upgrade. Oh, I jumped into that. Oh, that's good of them. Ow. Yes, Whacker. Buckle up for what? What fresh horror are you trying to subject me to? Ow.
Jesus Christ, this is a horror show.
Welcome to the chat.
Hi.
Howdy. How you doing?
We're just doing darn tootin'. How you doing there, sonny boy?
How you doing, lad?
You doing there, sonny boy? So I'm watching you on like a 5-second delay, but we're obviously live chat, so you know.
Oh yeah, it's all good. It means that there's the comedic lag between, you know, me dying horribly and you laughing at it.
Yeah, so let's.
Or you can hear me. You can hear me swear at something and have that, you know, moment of anticipation.
Yeah, we'll have that pregnant silence for a few seconds. Oh, I forgot about that thing, the angry dinner table.
Yes, the angry dinner table. I always thought of it like some kind of goofy flying saucer that sprouted legs. It's got feet.
I forgot he drops mad cash. Oh yeah, and then there's the meth charger thing.
Oh yeah, those things are ow. Definitely on
Yep,
the
he
meth
just
Weasel
got
special.
meth charged, and that was about a 4-second delay. That wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Tiger, it's angry because nobody has used it to put dinner on. We had a name for this thing too. I don't remember what it was.
I don't know, but the way its brain meat is throbbing is very much making me uncomfortable.
He's doing a deep think is what he's doing.
Yeah. Okay, so I cannot remember if this is the plot item I need to move on, or if this is the thing that will nerf my attack power.
Dude, it is... You want me to look it up before you take it?
That would probably be a good idea.
Alright, well then you gotta hold on.
I'm gonna, you know, hit the water bottle.
Okay, what was this thing called? The Onyx Ring? I forget.
Shit, it's the Tower of Mist is really the thing to look it up. Here, I'm gonna Alt-Tab as well.
Faxanadu items.
Yeah, I'm just looking up Faxanadu items. Oh, look, strategy wiki.
Oh, you could use some of that, man.
Oh, shit. I fucked up. The pendant I picked up is the thing that nerfs your attack power. The black onyx is the one that boosts your defense. I completely got it backwards.
The pendant is intended, however, it does the opposite. Basically, you start with the game with pendant, which vanishes when you get it. It's therefore advisable to take it since it is not... Oh, inadvisable to take. Yeah, you need to pick that up. That's the black onyx. Okay.
Yeah, so I picked up the pendant that I really didn't want to. All
Smooth.
Right. Yep, well, you know. Nobody ever accused me of being especially, smart. Ow. Oh, God! Why?
Dude, you stop dancing with the meth chargers, alright?
I mean, they're messing with... Oh, ow. Go away. Be gone. Be gone. I can't help it.
We're coming up to 17 here. Oh, never mind. You got the potion.
Hey, I prepped this time. I actually thought to plan ahead.
Yeah, bullshit. You're reading some kind of strategy guide.
I am not. I have legitimately not tabbed away from the, you know, frickin'
From the angry dinner table, and
Yeah.
the throbbing, jumping dinner monkey thing, and the stabbing gargoyle that's going to kill you. Oh, that's 4 in a row. 5.
No. Damn it. I got stuck. There you go. There's 17. But no, I'm going purely off of very faulty memory. Purely.
Oh, you want to talk about faulty memory? Literally, the last time I played this was more than 3 decades ago, man.
Yep. Alright, so I'm actually gonna put this game down here because I'm at a really good halfway point. If I keep
gonna-
going for the rest of the stream block, then the problem is I'm gonna get to like the last zone, and next week it's gonna be like an hour, and then oh look, we've got 3 hours and no idea what to do with it.
I don't know, man. 2 hours of Dance Dance Karnov sounds pretty good.
I'm sorry, you what?
You've never heard of Dance Dance Karnov?
No, I have not.
Oh my god. You
See-
must have never been part of the Something Awful thing then, huh?
No, I was something of a different breed of dork. I only ever showed up on Something Awful to look at the funny memes on Photoshop Friday.
Okay, well, we're not going to do this on stream. You are hereby instructed by Uncle Whacker to go Google Dance Dance Karnov.
I'm just gonna make a comment that the idea of somebody being named Uncle Whacker is kind of... You
got a problem with that, you goddamn whippersnapper? I was in the fourth succession war and the third succession war and yeah,
Alright,
something like that.
So, what I'm gonna do...
Here, I'll just screenshot it for you.
Oh, I already took a photo with my camera on my phone thing.
Oh,
Telephones!
We're getting old school here, goddammit.
Alright, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap to something that is more just kind of pick up and go, rather than, you know, long term. That way next week we've got the second half of the game and we can just kind of plow through and have most of the stream filled up by the same title, right? Mostly makes sense.
That sounds excellent, sir.
Yep. So while I'm swapping things over, anybody that wants to get up, stretch, take a bio break, now is the time.
Actually, I am going to have to sign off because I am taking just a quick moment to come in here and shit all over your stream.
So you literally show up for 5 minutes just to taunt me and then fuck off again.
It was more than 5 minutes. It was like 10 minutes.
It was like 10 minutes. Okay.
It was like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Give me 10 minutes, man.
I will not give you 10 minutes. I refuse. You cannot make me.
Okay, 17. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. So I'm going to throw up the please stand by here and
All right. I am going to sign off, man. I may be back around later, but if I do not, this has been cool. I've been watching off and on, and you keep rocking on, brother.
absolutely.
All right, man. See ya.
Take care, my dude. Take care. Meanwhile, I'm gonna boot up Steam. So, well, stream ain't over. I've still got another hour I'm planning on filling here. I'm just not gonna be playing the same thing. My goal is to pick something that's a little more just kind of plug and play. Which, Konami has actually graced us with something that works for that. Yeah, no, I'm not bouncing entirely. Now, what I was gonna do is I've got the Castlevania Anniversary Collection. I was saying earlier that's been my jam since time immemorial. I don't know if I can speedrun Simon's Quest in an hour, but I can absolutely frickin' try. I just need to get OBS ticked over. Alright. Dooby 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 doo doo. Alright, let's see here. Alright. OBS is being weird about placement. There we go. Cool. And turn that off. But I'm gonna hazard a guess, say y'all not getting any sound. Which just means I need to do that. Alright. We getting audio? Hell yeah. So yeah, while I do have this on the NES, it is so much easier to just run the Steam version, so... That, and it's got the entire NES trilogy and then some all available. Like, these top three right here, 1, 2, and 3, are a cornerstone of my childhood. And more than a little influencing on most of the tabletop D&D characters I've made, played, or settings. Oh, hang on. There we go. My VTuber self is gone! Oh no! There we go. I never actually played the Castlevania arcade. See, when I was growing up, we had a NES in the house, which is where I played most of these. It's actually the one that I've been using, but I didn't have much chance for arcades. By the time I really started getting into those, I was playing things like Soul Calibur 2. Now I'm having to swap to a completely different control scheme, which is going to throw me off for a while. Alright, so, Castlevania 2. Multiple endings. The good ending you only get if you beat the game within 7 in-game days. So, when you're out in the world map, time moves by. When you actually get to one of the mansions, time stands still. So the big thing is, most of what you want to do is grind out for equipment and the like when you're in one of the mansions. The only reason I'm doing it right now is you need the white crystal from the starting town to really get anywhere. Once you've got that... Speaking of which, I really ought to equip that. But once you've got holy water and the white crystal, then you're good to leave the starting town and really get things moving. And yes, I have played this far, far too much. Good news is, since it's nighttime, they're dropping the half hearts, which, weirdly enough, give you twice the amount of money. It doesn't make any good goddamn sense to me why that's the case, but it works, so, you know. Also, these are the goofiest zombies I've ever seen. Hello, Saris. For those of you who weren't here for earlier interactions, my constant co-host is yelling in the background. I mean, yeah, they do like the Thriller music video, they just don't have the footwork for it. I mean, look at them. There's just no sense of style in how they're moving their feet. Well, yeah, they have no feet. Well, that's kind of the point. I mean, agreed. I have never been one to dance because I've got 2 left feet, so... I'm with you, Fez. Oh. I have been accosted. There is a tennis ball bouncing off my foot. My co-host was seeking attention. Nah, no pets for Saris right now. Her mother has her, and is keeping the pup well entertained. At least until, you know, Doggo decides to settle down and scalp the ball, because she does that. I don't understand why, but she will de-glove the tennis ball after a while. Telepetting. Love, I have a task for you from chat. Doggo must be pet. Next time the dog heads her way, there will be pets for chat. It has been stated, so it shall be. Telepetting success. Alright. And then I need white crystal. Alright, so next purchases, I need 100 to buy 2 oak stakes at the first mansion, and I need 150 to buy the chain whip, because the thorn whip is an upgrade I'm gonna skip. Because really, for this first area, the leather whip is more than good enough. The chain whip is a important upgrade for when I get past the second mansion and shit starts to take way much more punishment before it goes down. I mean, cats are still cool, Falkenstein. I also have a soft spot for cats. But cats are little bastards, and the wife is allergic, so... Oh shit. No, no, no. Telepet successful. Pets have been given. Oh yeah, cats are little bastards, and that is an affectionate term. That is absolutely a description of affection. I just don't have the ability to actually have one in the house. Unless we get one of the, you know, hairless ones that look like they're made out of ballsack skin. Which are cute in a creepy goblin kind of way, don't get me wrong. But there aren't really that many around here. I mean, that's with all cats, though, Kai. The moment a cat gets pissed off, it is just straight angry goblin energy, no matter what breed you're talking about. So, you don't really need an excuse to put cute sweaters on, and arguably we could do the same for Saris, because she's about the same size as, you know, the common house cat. She's only 15 pounds. And, you know, once we move somewhere where it's actually cold, that's gonna be a thing. We're gonna have to dress her up in adorable sweaters. Because otherwise... she's gonna freeze her little butt off. Now see here, fucko. None of that bone-throwing bullshit. I too have throwing weapon proficiency. You can die. Burn in bonehead hell. How much money do I got? Alright. Alright, oak steak number 1, get. I've got 50 that I'm gonna have to spend to get a replacement after I use this one. And then after that, I've got now looking at 62. Fuck, math is hard. Some before I can get the chain whip. Numbers hard. And I now possess Dracula's rib. Which, like, okay. On the subject of translation errors. I have the bone of the bad man. What's even better is the bad bone is my shield. I mean, I am collecting Dracula's parts to process them, because Dracula was a little bitch in the first game. You kick the shit out of him, he's like, no, fuck you, I'm gonna curse you. Ha ha ha. So, what does Simon Belmont do? The fucking mad lad Chad bastard that he is, who cracks walnuts on his pectorals? He decides he's going to go grab all of Dracula's bits, put him back together so he can beat the merciless fuck out of him again. Because fuck the guy. That's what you get. That is what you get for being a dickhead. Like, that is a level of spite that I absolutely seek to emulate whenever I make a tabletop character. You fucked with me up... You fucked with me after I went out of my way to beat 7 Shades of shit out of you. I'm not having it. I'm going to now bring you back just so I can beat on you some more. Some would say that is probably inherently an evil-aligned act. I would say, no, it's just spiteful. You can be spiteful without being evil. Besides which, he asked for it. He didn't have to be a dickhead. He chose to be a dickhead. You know, I probably should grind out the last little bit I need for the chain whip, just because time doesn't pass in here. Because once I get that, then really it's just go time. I mean, this is true, but at the same time, Dracula kinda started it by raising an army of the damned and trying to conquer all of Europe. There's something about, you know, raising a legion of the dead and terrorizing the peasantry that generally, who doesn't? Yeah, I can, okay, you got me there. You got me there. if I had crazy-ass necromantic powers, I probably also would terrorize the peasants, because it's fun. Yeah, you're right, Kai. You got me. You got me. Ow. Okay, that was unfortunate. So we're just gonna go a different direction now. Oh no! Bats! That is one thing I do not approve of in Castlevania. Bats are friend-shaped and adorable. Alright, now comes the race to see if I can get the chain whip and the crystal upgrade before sunset. Because if I can, then I can just blitz to the second mansion, and really, there's only one other town I actually have to stop at to buy anything. Ah, fuck. I screwed up there. Ah, crap. Ah, crap baskets. Oh, shit. Oh no, God! This is the part where having the chain whip really helps. Also, Eric, I'm ignoring that comment. I'm gonna treat it with the contempt it deserves. Oh well. Might as well make some money while I'm here. Or I'll die. That works. Okay, Gorilla. That was also bad, and you should feel bad too. Oh god! Bird on a mission, jeez. Don't run. We are your friends. Oh shit. Not friends, not friends. I'm not blind. I simply... You know what? I got nothing. I got nothing. Oh shit. No, bad bird. Ha! Fuck you, bird. Fuck! Okay, can we have, like, daytime now? I got shit to do, places to go, things to buy. Okay. It would be real nice if the morning sun would vanquish the horrible night right about now. Just saying. Before the green grabbers get me. Again. Hey, there we go. There we go. Now I need to go see a priest. Also, unlike Faxanadu, I am going to talk to damn near nobody that doesn't actually sell me some shit, because unlike Faxanadu, everybody fucking lies to you in this. Like, legitimately, objectively will tell you all kinds of fake bullshit. No, I don't want your dagger. I don't need a poop knife. Already been there. Different game. Oh! God damn it! Fuck! I did not want to do that. Ah, crap. No. We're not at 18. We are not at 18. Different game. Different game. I will not have the tracker carry over. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that is one sad thing about the Belmont family in these games. They are all water-soluble. Like, cheap styrofoam. Oh shit. Damn it. No. Get out of the bad water. I say it's per game. Not least of which because this game doesn't do the checkpoint thing. It's a 3 strikes and you're out system. And then you lose all of your money and experience, which is not great. Now, if you really want to make a tracker, I could always start streaming XCOM for this. And I mean, like, the OG XCOM. Last time I beat through that game, I had a body count of over 400 rookies before I finally got to Cydonia and won. It was a time. Yeah, no step. Bad water. Yeah, it is like baseball, and unfortunately, you can't get 4 balls and go walking. So, OG XCOM will be a thing, after Faxanadu, maybe, because... Oh, shit. I went the wrong way. I can't do that without the next crystal. I am wasting time on a run that is meant to be going fast. Crap. Yes, you do. Well, yeah, if you're save scumming like a champ, you could probably pull it off, but, it's more fun to have Commander Skeletor and his squad get absolutely massacred by a blaster bomb down the hallway. But, the way we've got the channel running, you know, once people finish whatever it is they're playing, the slot opens back up for anybody else who wants to claim it. So, unless somebody claims the slot, I'm down for doing OG XCOM after this. Ah, God! Damn it. Yeah, Falkenstein, you're describing me playing Fire Emblem. Oh, shit. Yeah, you were describing me playing Fire Emblem right there. Alright, so I'm just gonna sit tight right here. Take a drink. Stretch a little while we let the counter tick down until the day. But yeah, I've got a whole list of titles that I would love to stream, and it's just a question of which ones, because OG XCOM, that one will take a while considering how long a playthrough it is. Yeah, they are all unique in Fire Emblem. But, let's see, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory is one I'd love to throw up here, because that's always a good time. Better if you can get a co-op partner. And then there's a whole slew of NES titles. If I do XCOM, it would be Open XCOM, yeah. With a couple mods. Because the way I've got my Open XCOM set up is I've got a couple modded in weapons, M79 grenade launcher and shotguns specifically, but I also have an air combat mod that makes the air combat side of the game much harder, so that your bone stock interceptors are made of tissue paper, and until you get upgrades, you're not shooting shit down. But it does make it so that when you do get everything set up properly, your ships can do all kinds of glory. Another option, of course, I've never actually played Xenonauts. I have it, and I've been sitting on it because I've wanted to play it on a stream or do a YouTube video series on it. So if I played Xenonauts, it would be a 100% blind playthrough, because I know nothing about what you get into. I just know that it's very heavily based on the original XCOM. So there would be a whole slew of, what the fuck is that? Of course, the big reason why I'm not sure about doing Xenonauts is the fact that, I mean, hell, didn't Tex do a series on that one not too long ago? And I don't mean the modding an elephant gun video either. Yeah, I don't want to come across as just being a copycat, you know? There's plenty of good stuff out there. There we go. Blue crystal get. Now we can go to the other mansion. Wasted 3 days. Oh, is it? Trust that there's a floor here. Okay, there's a floor here. You know what I really need to check up on and see when it's coming out, or if it's out? I don't know how many people know about Frozen Synapse, but that game was legit when it came out. Oh god, a decade ago-ish? Frozen Synapse 2 was in the works. There was some stuff about it a long time ago, but I just kind of stopped following it. That'd be another fun one to throw up. Alright. Now let's get back on track. Out since 2018? God damn. Yeah, I did let that one fall off the radar. No? Oh, that's a shame, because the first one was fun. Like, I enjoyed the hell out of that game. It was an interesting take on the idea of a turn-based strategy where both sides simultaneously take their turn. How much XP do I need to level up? Is it 150 at this point? Oh no, 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 no. Get away with the poking stick, I don't want it. I don't know anything about Phantom Brigade. I'll have to look into it then. I now possess his heart. Yeah, I literally know nothing about the game, so... Like, when you say pilot progression, you mean like aircraft pilot, or what? Ooh. Mech pilots. Actually, that brings up, so I never actually got very far in Front Mission 4. That would be another option. Oh shit. No, 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 get off the stairs. Bad Belmont. No stairs. So where on the spectrum of mechs does the game fall? Are we talking like more hard sci-fi power armor mechs? Are we talking giant stompy bot like BattleTech mechs? Are we talking like weeaboo Fightan machines a la Gundam? That's a shame. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Speaking of Armored Core, who all else is looking forward to Fires of Rubicon? Alright, 133. Do these guys still give me XP, or am I too high a level for it? They do! Ah, bugger. No! No touchy! Oh, fuck off! Well, crap. So, note to self, the holy water does not intercept spiderwebs. That is a shame.
Apparently there was somebody that would help right there.
Yeah, no, I can see that being a way to thoroughly upsetty spaghetti the player base. Not very bro tier of them. Alright, so we're on night 3, which means I've got 4 in-game days left to complete the rest of the game. Which isn't as bad as it sounds, considering the layout of how everything is set up. But it does mean I don't have a lot of time to faff about anymore. See, I haven't played Armored Core 2. I got started in the series with Nexus, sucked horribly at it, put it down because 9-Ball kept fucking my face up, and then didn't touch the series again until 4, fell in love all over again, and have been itching for more since. 4 and 4 Answer are the ones I'm most familiar with. I've got 3, and I've played a fair bit of it, haven't beaten it yet. Nexus was one of the standalones for 3, yeah. Because 3 had 3 Silent Line, Nexus, 9-Breaker, and Last Raven. Yeah, Armored Core 4 was for the 360. And, I mean, I enjoyed it. It had its weak points. 4 Answer, I think, really refined it down, but if you're not a fan of the high-octane gameplay style of it, then I can understand that. Now, I will say one thing that I really loved was getting a lobby in multiplayer on 4, convincing 4 complete strangers to load up with nothing but missiles, play it on the Ruined City map, and watch what looked like the apocalypse. This swamp is probably going to kill me. If it doesn't, I will be a short and curly shy. Yeah, when you get 4 mechs loaded with as many missiles as they can pack, it very literally looks like, you know, the biblical apocalypse with fire raining from the heavens. It's really, really visually cool. Very spectacular. And yep, the swamp killed me. There's number 4. Ah! Oh, fuck it. Alright, mansion number 3, present the heart to the ferryman. Yeah, the old PS2 Armored Cores I struggle with because of the controls. That's really what kills it for me. I love the games, but they are hard to play. Oh shit. He takes 2 hits. Okay then. There was number 5. Oh god. No, Simon, do not use the fucking stairs. Stairs are the bane of Simon Belmont. I mean, I do need the heart to revivify Dracula and murderize him. But at the same time, the ferryman's like, oh shit, you got the dude's thump thump. I'm gonna take you to the spooky place. Let's go. Ow. Ow. I'm at 65. Oh no. Ow. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die again. And lose all of the XP I've collected thus far. Which is a shame. Yep, there it goes. Alright, well. You know, nothing quite like making progress in the Dark Souls fashion by beating your head against the brick wall. Oh god. That was cheap. Oh fuck, and now I don't have enough money for a goddamn oak steak. That is a problem. What, did that cut a little close to home, Kai? Yeah. My first playthrough of the series was very much that. It was a case of, I am going to just keep stubbornly plodding ahead until something gives. For the longest time, that something was my will to live. Sekiro was the one that actually broke me. I had to put that down for a while. It's another one that would be fun to stream. You know, get some old samurai movie style action. Also, I apologize for the rapidly transiting flashing screens. I need... okay, I have enough. I need money to get the oak steak so that I can actually get the thing from this place. And dying for the 6th time, lost all my money. Because, you know, fuck me. Oh shit, speaking of. 7. Whacker has me actually keeping track of this shit now. See, I haven't beaten Elden Ring yet either. That one I also had to put down for a while. As far as the franchise goes, I would definitely say that... oh shit. It's the Grim Gregory Reaper. Fuck yourself. Go away. God hates you. I hate you. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, fuck this fight. I'm not doing this. Anyway, I was saying... I would say Dark Souls 2 is probably the weakest of the franchise. But... I don't know, I loved the hell out of the first one. The third one was an excellent follow-up, and the DLC sent off the series really, really well. Beyond that... aesthetically, I am a sucker for Bloodborne, just for the style that it has. And Sekiro... is probably the hardest of the lot, but, once you get a feel for it and start to really make some headway, it is such a dynamic cinematic experience, and I don't mean in the same way that you see, like, I don't know, Call of Duty describing cinematic, where you get cutscenes and set pieces. It's more that it gives you that feel of an old samurai movie crossing swords, which is just super invigorating, super fun. But you gotta get good to be able to do that. Ah, fuck. See, Kai, I will make the guilty admission, I legitimately did buy a PlayStation specifically for Bloodborne. Yeah, I've heard good things about Ghost of Tsushima, but I haven't played it yet. One more. Yeah, I've heard good things about Ghost of Tsushima, I just don't have it, haven't had the chance to give it a shot. I mean, PC version of anything would be great. I still crave a PC Bloodborne port, but it's not gonna happen. I am with you, Kai, in the sense that I also just am entirely over the concept of getting a new console. Exclusives aren't enough anymore. If I can't get a copy of it on PC, then it's honestly not something that I'm gonna spend the money on. I can see that, Fez. I can see that. Okay, that blob just went to space. Oh my god. Yeah, that's my mindset, Kai, right there. Oh no! Oh, fuck. Fucking fake floors. Those were in fact spikes, yes. It's great when the floor suddenly isn't the floor anymore. Alright, 3 mansions down, 15 minutes left on the stream. 2 mansions to go. Can we do it? That is the question. Answer's probably no, because I keep dying like a klutz, but, you know, we're having fun. We're having fun. Yeah, Capellan floor design. This is not the town where I need anything except what Homeboy up there has in the form of the red crystal. Because if I remember right, and I really hope I'm remembering right, the Morning Star is the next town. So, I'll be honest, Kai, I really can't recommend the FF7 remake as a fan of the original. There just feels like there's too much filler content in it. Like, the actual, no kidding, plot additions they made are in a lot of ways really good. Like, they made the other members of Avalanche actually feel like characters, which is really nice. But there's just so much, just kind of feels like bloat. And I'm, on a other note, admittedly just not a fan of the combat system. But that's more a matter of personal taste than anything. Fuck, I do not have the money for the Morning Star, and that is a critical item. Well, shit. Double shit. Yeah, I don't see me finishing this out. See, I don't like the combat in it just because I don't like the fact that it feels like your fuck-off huge sword is got all of the impact of a wiffle bat. It's kind of like playing Devil May Cry and trying to go purely based off of guns. That doesn't really work out so well either. Now, don't get me wrong, I am a massive fan of Devil May Cry. See, in the OG, maybe I'm a little biased, but it never felt like your regular physical attacks were actually useless. Most fights I spent... Go away, oh fuck, I'm gonna die again. And I'm gonna lose all the money that I've got. That's great. In the OG, most of the fights I went through using just basic bitch melee attacks and murdering my way through mooks just fine and dandy. It wasn't until certain bosses that it turns into summon spam. Like, even when you get to, Safer Sephiroth and get the, you know, one-winged angel boss fight, once the summons ran dry, it just turned into beat him to death with sticks, and it never felt like the sticks weren't actually doing something. Yeah, I'm a werewhacker. What I will probably wind up doing, because this is the anniversary edition, is save stating it. You know, I'm not entirely sure how to interpret the bear. Is the bear judging me? Is the bear agreeing? Or is the bear simply there, witnessing, observing, peering into the very soul? What does the bear do? Eric, that was terrible, but not wrong. All-seeing, all-knowing. Also, Happy Diggs Day. Well, see, I never really saw these things as looking like xenomorphs so much as just like spooky black scaly mans with the Morning Star hand. You're a xenomorph. Oh god, go away! I can see where you're coming from, don't get me wrong, but at the same time... Eh. Eh. Oh. Oh. No, I'm up to, I think, 9, Whacker. Like, it's been a time. Alright, Whacker, if you think you can do better, then, my good sir, come and give it a go. I welcome someone to come and show me how it's done. Oh yeah, I've gone through at least 2 continues. Like, there is no getting around the fact that I have burned through 2 continues. Here it is. This is where I get the Morning Star. I think. Because if I don't get the Morning Star, I can't get the Flame Whip, and if I don't get the Flame Whip, it's going to be a very bad time for the rest of the game. We should do Contra. It would be a good time. I still stand that when 4th of July comes around, we need to get a, you know, Broforce collab going. Broforce collab would absolutely be a good time. Or if we just want to go dumb, drunk rednecks with guns, we could always go and play Shoot Many Robots. Which is also a fun title. I remember these blocks giving me so much shit as a kid. I could never actually get the timing right to jump past them. What's my cutoff for retro? That's a good question. Because a lot of the games that I would not say are retro when I actually sit back and look at it are... Yeah. Yeah. It hurts me inside. Ow. Ow. Oh, fuck, there's a hole in the floor. That explains why the blob went through it. Hey, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm slow. Okay? Nobody ever accused me of being a smart man. Oh, fuck. Oh, double fuck. Alright, we have just hit 5 minutes till the hour. It is now very much that time. So, at this point, I'm gonna bow out because Zazzy is due to get things started in 5. So, thank y'all for coming. Appreciate y'all's time. And I will see you guys same bat time, same bat channel next week. Until then, take it easy.